everybody, welcome to Battle of the States
one
here.
sec.
We are on to the second day of the round of 16. Yesterday, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Florida, and Nevada, Utah managed to pull off wins. Fascinatingly, 3 of the teams I mentioned did not win their group. So 3 group winners immediately got bounced. It'll be remain to be seen if today that trend will continue. Though the first team here we have is New York, a team that went undefeated throughout the group stage. They didn't really run up the margins in the group stage, but I think that's more of a product of the fact that their group was good, more so than like they couldn't just like blow out the teams, because yeah, that's just kind of what ended up happening. New York is a top team. Indiana, they had an interesting road here. They could have gotten anywhere from first, second, third, or fourth all on the last day. They had to survive a tough match against Ohio, a team that was a lot of people were kind of writing off, but they proceeded to have a solid game. Indiana managed to pull it out in the end after losing the first game. They had to win their next 2, and they did. They then went on and beat Wisconsin, another team from their neighboring region, to get to this point where they will now be facing off against New York. So I am going to get to the scene here where we will get our levels selected. All right, everybody. What's our feelings here today? What do we say?
I feel a bit like, well, I mean, I feel like, I'm proud of where Indiana's gone so far.
We're playing on house money right now.
We haven't rolled over and like just let ourselves fail, but now might be the time for us to fail.
All right. Well,
nothing to lose.
The first level is a tier 13, kind of in the middle of the hard demons. It's just over a minute long. Level we will be starting with is Galactic Blackout.
I've beaten that.
Okay. Was it good?
It's genuinely one of the worst 2.0 hard demons I've ever played. I'm not
Great to hear.
We totally would have won that.
All right, the next level is Vindbiniv.
I'm sorry.
Just send the ID.
What? Yeah, hold on.
Vindbiniv. Yeah, Vindbiniv.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
All right, everybody. We will now be just about to get started. It will be a 20-minute match, as we are on the hard demon round still. We'll be beginning. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we have begun the match. I am here with Cold Spaghetti. He is back. So, introduce yourself again.
Yeah, that I am.
Yeah, he is back.
Been commentating most of the Battle of the States match. Kind of lost my streak the last couple of days. I have a job now.
That's cool.
So that's where I've been.
You do stuff today or no?
Matches, but...
Wait, did your job actually last till like 1 a.m. or whatever? Like,
it lasted until 12, but at 1 a.m. is when I got home.
Oh, that sounds really fun.
I got home at 2 a.m. yesterday.
And by fun, I mean not very fun.
Well, the job it's just commuting, really.
Yeah.
But it's mostly just because I'll go and get food after I'm done working.
That's fair.
But
it's even open at that point. It's just like fast food and shit. Like,
yeah, there is an actual like restaurant. Like I got Chinese food yesterday.
Oh, okay.
There was a surprising amount of restaurants open. Whole area with like places that are just open at like 2 a.m. for some reason. I don't want to give away too much.
Yeah, that's fair.
By accident, but yeah, we are off with our New York, Indiana match here, which I'd say New York pretty favored to win. Like, I would say this is pretty open and shut, but we've seen a lot of. At least I'd call them the amount of group winners.
Well, yeah,
They're
3
already
of the
out.
4 group
Oregon,
winners
Hawaii
got Oregon,
especially was
Hawaii went out to
surprising to me.
Florida yesterday. I mean, it took a great performance from John 10 and maybe a little bit of, like a fair bit of underperforming from most of the Oregon Hawaii players. He only had 1 completion across the 3 of them on the entire match. Very surprising. They kind of came in thinking that they would be a possible tournament contender, but already these matches are proving to be a lot more competitive than the group stages were.
Yeah, I think the format changes helping a lot with that kind of thing. Because before there was no world where I could have imagined Indiana winning, but now I gotta look out for them. Or not Indiana, sorry, Florida. But now you gotta look out for these teams.
They actually still would have won with the old format, like with the old point system.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they would have.
Never mind. They're just like out the.
We got 59 from Kitty already.
Okay, a strong start for Indiana here. I don't even think anyone else is going from 0 right now. So Katie is like very ahead of her. So can it be a strong start there for Indiana? Maybe Katie will be picking up our first completion of the match here. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out, but he's currently doing a very, very good job. I believe it's for player rosters. Normally, I try and note if I see anything new. I believe all of these players have played in Battle States 2.
So let's see how far is Kitty gonna get here? About to reach new best. Does reach a new best. Still going.
Yeah, since I run to the 60s here. Yeah.
Kind of a remarkable performance for Kitty. How far is Kitty gonna get? It's gonna be 78. It's different. Although it looks like nobody else is even really close to playing from 0 at the moment, and it's Indiana starting off on the high note here.
Like, you could maybe argue Powers of playing from 0, and that's pretty much it. And he's already played some more checkpoints, right? Like, Kitty is way ahead of the curve. I honestly forgot we were playing Hard Demons for a second.
Yeah, no, well, that's why I was like shocked when I saw the percentage, but Kitty already has 78.
And like, he's a fan. Like, this consistency is unreal. So as this match goes on, honestly, keep your eyes on Kitty, because this is an insane.
Yeah, going into the late 50s again here. 78 was the last best. It'll be 60 this time, but still encouraging.
Yeah, good progress for Kitty here. As for everyone else, still in practice mode, so there. I do know that Power Split and Mobile Bot have been staples for the New York team. Genesis came in the 3rd game. He's playing again here. But
Mobile's going to start from 0 now.
The player for Indiana's Mobile gets 19.
So, same with Power
Split's
Split.
actually also going from 0, so I'm going to hold that. So I'll hold that previous thought as the players start to wait.
There you go. He's back now.
What is 5-Sean playing?
Is this the wrong level?
Hold on. After she dies, I'm undeafening. Sorry, 5-Shine, what level are you playing right now? I think you might be on the wrong level.
Oh, yeah, we're playing Vindbiv. We already said
You're on
this.
the wrong level.
It's the ID that's on the chat.
Yeah, you've been playing the wrong level this whole time. Okay, well, that's going to be a massive setback for Indiana.
It's going to be 80 for Power Split.
What's going to get
But what about Kitty
80%, yeah.
here? Oh, they're practicing. Okay. Probably
He's getting back to
fair.
practice mode, but he does have 78, so gonna have time for that. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty big setback for Indiana here. Atomics have to step up huge because I wonder if Five Shine's even gonna have enough time to make any meaningful progress. Oh, it looks like Mobilebot is in practice mode again, and Genesis is still practicing, so Five Shine at least gonna have some time to catch up here. Atomic's gonna start going from 0 now. Power Split's on a run to the 50s once again. Kitty's gonna go back to playing from 0. And Power Split a run to the late 60s here in the 70s, slowly approaching new best territory. We could be seeing a new best for Power Split. Maybe even the completion. My screen is frozen. He keeps
Atomic's
going.
not going
Atomic's
from
gonna die
0.
at 26.
Power Split's still going
Yeah,
though.
Power Split, new best run.
And that's going to be a
And
completion for Power
That's a
Split.
completion.
First completion of the match.
Congratulations to Power Split. New York in a very good position now, holding that percentage lead and the completion lead. The latter important with our new format. Looks like Mobilebot's also going to go back to playing from 0. So New York making progress here. Kitty, very good early runs, but New York gonna pull ahead now. As we slowly approach the 11-minute mark, Mobilebot is on a new best, but so is Atomic. Atomic's gonna get 46. Mobilebot in the 30s, so not as far, but a new best is a new best regardless. And he was getting a lot of practice in. Gonna see how much is that going to amount to. Atomic hasn't looked half bad. We'll see if Mobilebot's able to do the same. It's going to pass 46. This is a run to the 50s now. So this is very good for New York. Going to be 51 for Mobilebot. You know, Atomic's going to be pretty here. Maybe we'll be looking at a new best for Atomic in the 40s now. Getting closer and closer to 46. Needs to pass it to put more percentage for Indiana. Maybe in the completion. Atomic's going to get 47. Yeah, for the time being, not too much going on here. Kitty's on a run to the 30s, but he hasn't passed 78 in quite some time. Got that run very early on into the match. He's in the 40s now. No, so I was the closest to getting new best out of anyone. Actually, Atomic as well is in the 30s, so we might be seeing multiple new bests come through here. Kitty does go down. Mobilebot's in the 40s once again. It's going to be a drop attempt alongside Atomic. Atomic is going to pass 47, so this is a new best here. 51 for Atomic, 53 for Mobilebot. And for the time being, just going to be Kitty in the 30s. Got Five Shine and Genesis still practicing. See how much that practice kicks in. We're on our second half of the match now. Kitty's on another run to the 50s here. Again, needs to pass 78 for that new best. Mobilebot another run to the 30s here. He may be picking up yet another drop attempt. Kitty gonna die at 59. So gonna lose that chance to pass 78. We'll see if he makes another one for himself. Mobilebot gonna be in the 50s once again. And he will pass 53. Gonna get 55. A lot of small new bests coming through from Mobilebot. And he's gonna go back into practice mode.
I'm kind of thinking about it, and I feel like it is a bit our fault, like to not spot Five Shine. So I'm thinking if Kitty beats it
Yeah.
before Mobilebot, I'll give the 6.5 minutes was the time to Five Shine, but not to anybody
Okay.
else. Obviously, like if Atomic doesn't beat it, then I'll just
Right,
like
yeah.
cut them off. But Kitty would have to beat it before Mobile or Genesis, or Atomic would have to beat it, like one of them. Because if it's 2-0, then it doesn't matter.
I guess then they lose anyway.
Genesis is gonna start going from 0.
Yeah, so now Genesis' chance to get that second completion for New York. But all things considered, not in the worst position. Atomic has been looking pretty consistent in the 40s once again here. Genesis going to get 24. Mobilebot in practice. So they've got a chance to get new best here. Atomic going to get drop part looking pretty tough. Kitty a drop attempt here in the 40s.
It's interesting just how long ago Kitty got that 78 run. Hasn't gotten back for a while. We'll see if this could be the attempt. Could be 60 again this time.
Gonna die to 60. Looks like Kitty's been struggling with the drop a little bit. But to be fair, it looks like everyone who's actually gotten to the drop has been struggling with it. Aside from like Power Split. Like Mobilebot's died like between 44 and 55 several times now. Just went back to practice mode. Genesis is gonna get 51 just as I'm talking about it. Atomic has had several drop deaths. Gonna be back here once again. Needs the best 53. And this will be the second furthest run anyone's gotten with 59, or third furthest, because Power Split with the completion. Kitty in the 40s. Mobilebot in the 40s. Now I'm going to be getting dropping up soon. Kitty's still going. Going to be reaching that duel soon enough. It's been a very tough part. Kitty going to die to 60 again. Might have actually been the same 100. So that duel's tough one. Shine's actually pretty close to getting from 0 now. Atomic's going to be on around to the late 30s. Oh, Shine is from 0. I take it back. Going to get 25. And a little bit of lag. And my screen's frozen. Looks like Shine's going to be on the new best here. Kitty Amazing runs to the 50s. Mobilebot runs to the 50s. Just got that practice in. Kitty passed 55. He is going to do so. It's going to be a dual attempt
Mobile,
here.
Though? Mobile's also a new
60.
best. We're seeing practice.
Oh, it's actually what I was talking about. No, he's from 0. That's
I thought you were talking about Kitty. But Kitty's still going.
No.
Right, no, Kitty is practice.
In fact, Kitty.
But Mobile's
still from 0.
78.
78.
5 Shine's going to get 63.
Impressively enough, that's going to put Shine ahead of Atomic and Genesis.
64 for Atomic.
Okay, so no longer ahead of Atomic. That's crazy considering how far behind she started from everyone else. For the time being, no one too far. Mobilebot in the 30s. Shine also in the 30s. Genesis going to be approaching them alongside Atomic. Mobilebot, another drop attempt here. After that practice, got 78, so will he be picking up that completion? Maybe getting a new best, perhaps. We'll have to wait and see. He's shown some consistency here. It's going to be another dual attempt. We'll pass 60. But gonna die to, I don't even know what he died to, actually.
He'll be 66 for 5 Shine. It's going to go back into practice.
Yeah. 5 Shine going to pick up that new best. Atomic, though. 60s once again. He's about 64. Oh, gonna go down to the same thing that Mobilebot did. What about Genesis? This is a drop attempt here. Needs to pass 51.
You will?
Yes, Genesis will do so. This is a new best here. And it's looking like a dual attempt.
59.
He's gonna get 59.
Barely a dual attempt, but still a dual attempt.
Yeah, you'll be taking that new best if you're in New York. Kitty gonna go down to 60 once again. Looks like Atomic might be picking up a drop attempt here.
Seems like this is like a really easy level to progress Fluke on because everybody's done that. It's just Power Split managed to beat the level. Yeah.
Right?
Like, I don't know, maybe Power Split didn't beat the level, like he could still be playing. Like maybe it's just like one of those levels. You really just want to have it that first time.
In practice mode.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I think that was actually Shine's first death. So that might have been a new best there, but
no, because they're not at 66 was what they had, and that was like 64 or something like that, right? Like
I thought that was 60. Oh, right, I can't say that number. It spans.
No.
But I was gonna mention Genesis goes on to 40, no drop attempt there. Mobilebot drop attempt here, dual attempt actually in the 60s now, and he will pass 64 this time around. Will this be another attempt at 78? Meanwhile, Atomic in the 50s here. Mobile needs to pass 78. Gonna go down again. Gonna miss those orbs there. Doesn't get the jump off. Atomic, though, gonna die to 64 again. Kitty is gonna pass 64. The furthest of anyone right now is this practice mode. It's not, but he's gonna go down to 70. So a lot of far runs come through there, but none of them yield me best.
But you know, if nobody beats the level, well, then you have a situation where 5shine could potentially win the game for Indiana with that, like, because it has like 6.5 minutes to spare, if I counted correctly.
Yeah, so 5shine, if you could beat the level with that extra time, then you could very well be looking at a win for Indiana. With the points difference right now, a completion would actually give Indiana... that would give them the win on this one. They would be up, I believe, 5% if my math is correct. In mobile just down and drop it up to Atomic. I run to the 60s here. It's about 64. Another chance. Finally passes it. So this is more percentage on the board for Indiana. Is this maybe even a completion for Atomic? No, gonna get 72. Clicks too early, doesn't get the pink orb. But what about Shine? I believe this attempt is from 0, so she's on yet another drop attempt here. Maybe reaching that duel soon. Kitty Amazing actually gonna get to the duel once again. 66. Past that 64 click, but unfortunately no new best there. Shine gonna pass 66. I believe this is the new best. Gonna get 68. Now look at Mobilebot, late 50s here. Gonna be a duel attempt. That's to 59. So once again, we see a lot of far runs, but in the end, Shine is the only one who's gonna get any benefit. And it's only a 2% new best there. New York still up the completion and percentage for the time being, with their lead in percentage shortened to 19%, and Atomic's on a run to the
Which is,
60s here,
yeah.
but that's 63. So
Probably
New York,
intriguing.
for the time being, they're winning off that completion. If anyone on Indiana is able to get a completion, then they will pull ahead. So New York, for the time being, is really hoping that no one on Indiana can pick up a completion, or else they're going to be in trouble. But look at Kitty here. I don't think he's gotten this far in a really long time.
Long time, here we go, into the 80s.
78.
It's gonna be 80. A few more percent, but again, that's huge considering, again, the added time that 5shine's gonna get.
Right, because 5shine's going to have another 6.5 minutes here. So Mobile's going to get 73 while we're discussing, but no new best there. Genesis, another run to the 50s. May he be getting a second duel attempt here? He will, and he's going to pass 59. Time is now up, so everyone of 5 from 5shine is on their final attempt. Genesis is going to get 64, and that's going to be his final attempt. Mobilebot is going to be done as well.
So that's all the scores. That's all the scores that New York can possibly get. But Atomic's still going. He's not going to beat it there. That'll be it for Atomic.
So
he will
Atomic
not get
is
that
done.
completion.
5shine's still going here. Kitty Amazing runs to the 40s. Is actually going to be the new best.
It's going to be 69 for 5shine, but he's still going. He's still going.
Yeah, Kitty Amazing is still
Or
going
she.
here.
Is it she?
5shine's going to have another... Yeah, she.
She's still going. Yes.
5shine's
But
going to have
how
another...
far is Kitty going to get? A completion would make it a 1... I mean, 5shine would just need a 1% improvement in order to win here. So it's going to be 69. So that's not going to be enough. So Kitty will be done. And with that, everybody is now done. This Atomic run does not count. So, yeah.
Right, so everyone's going to be done aside from 5shine here. So we're going to be making up for lost time because she was on the wrong level. So 5shine's going to have another 5.5 minutes here. Although this is in practice mode.
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is in practice, but I'm just going to disable all of the other streams because this is the only one that matters here.
So not a whole lot of time to learn, but we'll see what you can make of it. And a completion would grant Indiana the win here because they would win in percentage difference even though the completions are tied. So got a decent chance, Indiana.
So it's what? It's 21% difference, so it would be 90, but I feel like the level might end that soon, so I don't exactly remember, but probably a completion needed to take it. But a completion would be enough to make it up on like points difference.
Yeah, but then they're still gonna need the completion if they want to win. Let's say when the level ends.
Okay, no, there is a little bit more. So 91 would be enough to secure the win.
No, because they'd be down.
Oh, right.
A new format.
New format.
5 shots got to beat the level.
I don't know how I made that mistake. For some reason, I thought Kitty beat the level in my mind, and then I realized that they didn't. Because Kitty got like so close, like really early.
Yeah. He got very far, like a myriad of times, but no completion. At least got the new best before the time went out. Ended up getting 80.
All right, 5 Shine's now going to start to go from 0 here. We just have 350 left on the clock.
Yeah, 4 minutes to make something happen here. It's very strange just spectating one player. So yeah, drop is at, I believe, 41, so she's still got some time to go. But I believe everyone was pretty consistent with getting to the drop. It was mostly once you reach like the 50s that people started having some trouble. And we did finally see some passes come through in like the latter third of the match. There's 5 times you can get to the drop, but dies instantly. We saw a lot of people get like past the 60s in kind of our latter third of the match, but only Power Split getting the completion. He ended up getting that pretty early on. So my inference is at this level pretty hard in the second half. I mean, if anyone wants to confirm in Match VC, feel free to. That's the vibe I was getting.
Yeah, that'd be good to hear from you guys a little bit.
Yeah, Power Split says the second half is way harder. Genesis and Mobile just think it's bad. Kitty Amazing says the duel is bad. I could see there were a lot of duel deaths across the board. Actually, 5 Shine is on a run to the late 50s here. This is a duel attempt.
How much is he gonna get here? It would just be no.
63.
It will not be enough there. 20
So
left
she
on the
also dies
clock.
to the duel.
Oh. You're still going. I want to make sure that they.
I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. Still another 2 minutes left. Did just get to 63, so at least showing some consistency here. But again, needs that completion to tie things up. So it's definitely going to be a close one here. Clock is ticking. Less than 2 minutes left. And I'm being told that there are bugs at 78, which makes sense because... Did Power Split die to 78? Do you remember?
Don't exactly. I can
He
look.
did not.
I can look right now. I don't think he did.
He says he did not.
Okay.
Both Kitty and Mobilebot died to 78. Kitty actually had 78 for a pretty long time. Mobilebot,
And he got 78 like right at the start.
right? Looks like 5 Shine's gonna be another run to late 50s here. This is gonna be a duel attempt once again. Again, I've heard horror stories about this duel, but she's in the latter half of it now, and is gonna die. I think that was 68. I'll double check that, but that was a far run, but not enough there. So just a minute left now for 5 Shine. Was indeed 68. Once again, the clock is ticking. Gonna need that completion. You're gonna need it pretty soon. Another run to the 30s. We may very well be seeing another drop attempt here. It's like 5 Shine's going to be getting a drop attempt here. Will it be another duel attempt? She has been pretty consistent in getting there. Needs to get to 59. So late 50s run here. This is a duel attempt. 20 seconds left on the clock. This could very well be the final attempt, depending on how far it goes. But she's going to go down. That's just 1% before the previous best there. But one final chance here from the looks of it. Going to be 3 seconds left on the clock.
All right,
2,
this will be
1,
it.
and 0. This is going to be 5 Shine's final attempt. So this one's going to have to count. She's gone far multiple times, but really needs that completion here. And from the looks of it, she's going to be ending on drop attempts, but will it be a completion attempt? Here we go again with the consistency. I'm expecting another shot at the duel here. But 5shine has died like pretty quickly after the duel on both passes. So we'll see if this ends up being the same. Another run to the 60s here. Again, latter stage of the duel. Gonna pass it this time around. Pass to 68.
In the 70s.
Is this the new best?
This is the new
This
best.
is the new best for 5shine. Or was the bucket 78? Can she pass it?
Passes it,
Actually
but it's gonna
does,
get
but gets
80,
80 as well.
And that is going to end the match, and New York is going to hold on. Just barely. But it is going to be New York that will take the win on the first
Why
level.
am I at 172 BPM?
Honestly, that was
intense.
that was closer than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, power split I expected, but like, yeah, no, I got really far. Like,
It's that duel, man.
But
If I didn't play the wrong level, we would have won.
No, we gave you extra time.
You had extra
Oh.
time.
Yeah,
Okay.
10 minutes
We
left.
let you play
Then
like
never-
an extra
never
like
mind.
6.5 minutes.
Yeah, we've been done for a
Okay.
while. Just watch.
That was the most stressful shit of my life, man.
No, the last like 40% of this level is so hard to play.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's
78.
weird.
I came out the wrong size and died, and I came out the wrong gravity ones too. It was so bad.
But honestly, what a tight match. New York wins 1-0 on completions. Percentage-wise, it was 242 to 232. But New York does pick up the win, which is what you need. Now you all can get a little bit of a reset. The next level we are going to be playing... looks like this is a tough one. I'm going to check if this is on HDL.
Terrified.
This is number 80 on the hard demon list.
Okay.
Good chance of beating it though. I've beaten a lot of those.
Okay, so the level is going to be Quantum Variations by Darwin.
I beat that.
I think I've
Okay.
beaten that.
You
Thank
beat
God.
it.
That level's
I have
horrible.
49 in practice. That's not a good sign.
Not very happy.
5shine, we're
I
playing a
think you
different
guys.
level.
I think
5shine,
you
we're playing a
guys.
different
I think
level.
you've played
What
this
do you
level.
mean?
I'm pretty
That
sure
was
you've
for the
played.
Twitch.
I've beaten the level. We're playing a different one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
Just letting you- just letting you
Power's
know
beaten
that
this.
happened.
I've beaten it because I know one of our friends from like Open Cup 1 was like involved in
Okay,
it.
I get
but
how this works now.
the next level we got is it's gonna be Kevin, but I'm pretty sure Power's beaten
Yeah, I
this.
beat that.
Yeah,
I've beaten that.
Kevin.
it's a funny level. It's a good.
We're not playing Kevin.
That
all
was
right, the
actually
next
good. I would've loved
the
to
next
play
level is
That
gonna
would have been a
be
15 minute.
the next level's no, yeah, it would have been. The next level's In Existence.
that. I beat that. That that one's unreal.
Your demons do half hours.
Yeah, this level's unreal. I have 673.
All right, the
Oh.
next level I have is Candid Hams. It's a tier 7.
What?
It's not that. It's gonna be Effulgent.
Oh.
This sound. Please don't be XL.
It's XL.
These are some stupid names. You got
It's
Who knows how much
338, so it's
Candy
just below
Hams?
the limit. So it'll be a 30-minute match.
How do you spell it?
Oh my god.
EFFULGENT.
All right, hold on. One second.
Five shine.
Yeah, what?
It's
You're on the wrong
Effulgent.
level.
Yeah, you're on the wrong level again.
What the? I'm so lost.
Because we have to keep
I'm
we have to keep rolling until
We
we
can't
find
play a
one.
level
Yeah.
someone else has beaten because it's not really fair. And Power Split beats them.
Yeah, Power Split has a lot of levels
Yeah.
beaten, so.
No,
Okay.
this one
Oh, this
comes
is-
from our favorite creator, Alba Chungus GD.
like
Hey, Patrick, what tier is this? Please tell me it's
13.
Damn it!
Alright.
A lot of the
We'll be
we cannot-
beginning our.
Wait. Atomic's not here.
Oh wait, yeah. Bro.
Also, I don't think Power Split's here either. Well, maybe he is, but he just muted. You're still here?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I was.
Oh, okay,
tapped out.
okay, just making sure. But yeah, Atomic is not here.
Wait, let me just.
Bro, Genesis, why are you so nervous?
What a tough fight. If Power Split would have.
Because
If
I
Power
want to go
Split.
sleep, but I have a
If Power
half-hour
Split
match
like
now.
wouldn't have beaten the level and like have gotten somewhere in like the 80s or
I
something,
like the
then
comment
you know
that
it would have
30
went
to
the other
70
way.
doesn't work.
That guy is a very reputable source as well.
Yeah, you guys should go and scour the comments for tips.
Spaghetti
wait,
never
that's-
again?
That's not just a guy. That's Open Cup semifinalist Pie Guy.
Can we please
If you're
roll a
talking
different
about-
level? Please? Please?
No, that's not how this works.
Indiana, please. We
Alright.
agree to the truce.
All right,
Wait,
We'll
wait,
be
what are we
playing
doing?
Effulgent, so we will be beginning our match in 3,
everyone's on the right
Two.
level.
1,
God.
go. All right, we have begun what will be a pretty long level, I anticipate.
Another 30-minute match here. So is this? I did not see the levels in the last 2 days, but this is at least the second 30-minute match. You can confirm that. No, I was around for one.
No, we had 2 in a row. The other
Yesterday
day,
or
yeah.
like the past 2 days? Oh
It
my
was like
god!
one of those
So
days.
we've had 4 30-minute levels.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I mean, on the next round, we'll be able to have 35-minute levels.
Oh yeah, it's the insane unions. We are going to be off here. Going to be a very slow game. I mean, how did your other 30-minute matches go? Were they also like slow like the first one?
What is that?
It's like a custom. We got custom icons, and it's like it does the 2.2 thing where you can rotate the way that the player moves.
But this isn't a 2.1 level, I don't think, is it?
No, I think this is a 2.1 level. There's red orbs in here.
Yeah.
So they did it like within the editor. There's even custom icons. You can look at Power Split right now. So this is a strange one. Almost looks like a Jonathan GD level. Who knows, maybe Alba Chungus GD is Jonathan's
Alba
alt account.
Chungus GD, are we for real?
They've had quite the couple of level and player names all selecting our second level for the match here. We had Kevin and Candied Hams. And now we have Effulgent. I don't even know what that means. I'm going to Google it. What do you think Effulgent means? Place your bets right now.
But anyways, that was really fascinating that New York only barely held on in that game 1, you know?
Yeah, actually, that's very true. You can discuss that for a little bit. Like,
But again,
still
one thing I mentioned is that they've kind of been doing this all tournament. They've been doing just enough, but nothing more. Because, like even like their game against Mass that like we played against them, I think like their like total win difference was like maybe like 60 or something like total. I think they like ended the group stage, which like not that high of a point differential, like considering like what you would think the team would be doing.
right.
Yeah, they won the group 3-0 with a 165 point difference. For the record, Texas got plus 953.
Like, I think New
Pennsylvania
York is
got plus 443. But it's like they still keep winning, so it's kind of hard to really like.
They keep barely winning, but they keep winning. So like, I can't count them out.
It's not like they've like played bad teams either. Like,
Right.
so like they're barely winning, but they are against good opposition.
So they're almost like the inverse of Texas in that way, whereas I feel like New York is a very good team that plays against a lot of good teams. That's why they don't look as strong as they could be. Whereas like Texas is a team that also looks insanely strong, but I think they had one of the weaker groups.
Well, I mean,
So it's
now,
hard to get a good idea.
well, I mean, now it might actually be with the elimination of Oregon, Hawaii. It might actually be true that the Northeast is just the best group.
All right. I was gonna mention that as well. I feel like it's very hard to know what to expect now with all of these first seed teams getting out, because like Oregon, Hawaii was a team that I felt I understood how good they were. Right now, it's like confident that they were one of the best teams in the tournament, but then now they're already out.
Yeah, once it
Right,
gets to the
there've been a lot
knockout
of-
stage, things get real.
There have been a lot of upsets, and so it's just been very, like, yeah, it's very difficult what to expect, and it's kind of exciting in a way. You know, a lot of teams are stepping up big time here, and it's fun to see. Because you really have no idea. I believe, especially with, again, Oregon, Hawaii, I don't even think they dropped a game in their group. I think they just 2-0'd 3 times. and I believe it was their 5th game that was somewhat close, and that was pretty much it. So they kind of breezed through their group, and they're already out of the tournament. So who knows? Maybe Indiana will be able to pull off the upset here. Again, like you said, they were very, very close to doing so on the last level. In the end, they were down at completion, but the percentage difference is only 10%.
Yeah.
Any of the Indiana players could have picked up a completion. I wouldn't have batted an eye. It was really just that completion from power split that ended up making a big difference there. So a really game-changing MVP from power split there to secure the win for New York, but I'm expecting this to remain competitive. So updates on how some of the players are doing. Interestingly enough, MobileBot is actually playing from 0 right now.
Oh, you're right. Although,
Which I
wait, is
would
it
not have
practice from
expected.
0?
Oh, no, it is.
Yeah,
He
it's
just
just
hasn't died
practice.
yet.
It's just he hasn't died.
I was gonna say, I didn't see him place any checkpoints
If he
in a
flukes the
long
whole
time.
level, then, you know.
Right. We'll see if he will. Well, at least I want to keep track on this practice run to see how far he gets, just like without dying, so we can get an idea of how consistent
There
he
you
is.
go. There's
So he's
the
gonna
death.
get 37. So that's actually pretty good. Kitty Amazing also hasn't died, but I don't know if this is another one of those.
Well, again,
practice
Mobile
mode
has a
runs.
tendency to play like very inconsistently. Like he'll have games where he's like one of the fastest level racers on the planet, and then also kind of games where he just kind of stalls out.
Yeah. Do not bet on MobileBot. If there is one word of advice you want to take away from me today, do not bet on MobileBot. This guy's very consistent. Kitty Amazing is going from 0, and it's gonna get 42.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize that. But another, you could go back into practice, which I think is the right call. There's still plenty of time in this match. So I love how like some parts of this, like this is the definition of bro, you're not Jonathan GD. Like
Yeah, this rainbow part was
Like,
really
yeah.
like, okay, we get it.
you are not Jonathan GD.
I mean, the whole thing looks like a Jonathan GD level,
Yeah,
but
but
especially
especially
when you
this
throw in the
part-
rainbow duel, it's like, that is the Jonathan GD, like, trademark, you know? That's how you know it's
Yeah,
a
but also
Jonathan
like that
GD
part
level.
that both Five Shine and Atomic are at was also very like Jonathan like, and it has
Right.
like it has those like S blocks that are like the letter S, and it's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, Jonathan. Those were in VTD2, I believe.
Yeah.
They might have been in VTD3 as well.
They're in Dark Travel. I think they're in Dark Odyssey as well. Yeah, and the H blocks where it's like the, you know, he likes to actually have the lettered blocks like actually be the letters.
I'm honestly surprised that more creators don't do stuff like that. It helps a little bit for visual clarity.
You could add like I know like since 2.2 there's like people now put like glow if it's like a new like F block, since Rob Top did it in Dash.
I mean, I feel like that kind of thing just helps, especially with like easier levels where sometimes it might be in places you don't expect and there's just no indications that you just die. Like, at least for me, especially with D blocks on waves, like, because it's just, I'm still like getting used to it somehow because I used to play in 2.0. So like they didn't exist when I was playing. So if there were any blocks and I was a wave, I just always avoid them. So even now I'll be playing levels and they'll have D blocks, but I still just avoid the blocks, like always, unless I have no other choice. Because I'm like, oh, what if the blocks kill me? You know, so like I feel like indications for those things are pretty nice. So that's one thing I do like. Funnily enough, we have 4 people practicing the duel right now, so there are a lot of complaints about the duel on the last level, and it might actually end up being the same thing on this one too.
Oh, it's interesting. There's a world where if Indiana hadn't dropped their first game to Ohio on that like memory level that they got, like the old one, they would have just won the group, and it would be. But instead, they got third. They're one
Right,
of
so
right now. Actually, let me look at this right now. I don't think there's that many third place teams left.
but Indiana is a very interesting team in
They're
that way
really.
where
They're. Let's see. Indiana's left. California's left. Minnesota just got eliminated, and so these are only one of 2 teams that got third in their group that are left.
And with Indiana, I feel it's especially interesting because, like you mentioned, they could have gotten first. Like their position in their group is a little bit deceptive in that way, just because of how volatile it was.
Well, yeah, it's like Appalachia wound up winning the group, and if Appalachia would have just like, well, I guess Michigan was kind of the one that choked the spot, and then they also lost in the opening knockout. So for them, it was more unfortunate, just because like the fact that they went from being like 2-0 and being talked as like a possible contender to just a kind of a complete crash out of the tournament. But for Indiana, they did manage to get a win over Wisconsin. Their magical run did come to an end. I think of all teams, the new format definitely benefited Wisconsin the least, because they were so good at just like racking up high percentages.
And then now the high percentages would not have meant they don't mean nearly as much now with completions being the primary metric. For example, like with a magical Wisconsin performance, like several that they've done, if they didn't pick up without picking up any completions, they very easily could have had more points than New York on the previous level, and then just still lost because they didn't have the completion. Because that is something that they did. It wasn't uncommon for a lot of their matches to end like that, but with the old format, if you didn't get the completion, it didn't matter as much, because all that mattered was the amount of points you got.
Yeah, that's true. Pity's gonna go back from 0 here. Still nobody else has yet.
A lot of people
love
are
that
just
part that Atomic is at where it's just like the
so.
freaking like Nexus ship and like his friends all
That's
show
a cool
up next
effect,
to
though.
you.
I like that effect.
Funny.
You know what's crazy about Nexus actually? So I still look at Nexus videos sometimes. Cause I used to watch Nexus when he still played like extreme demons. Like he used to stream. Not like super often, but I used to watch him when he was trying to beat like retention. And that was like years and years and years ago. Because he wasn't always a showcaser. But now he's like mainly a showcaser, doesn't play as much, but he beat generic wave, I think it was yesterday. And that might have been the first like non-botted thing he's uploaded in years. Which is crazy to me, so I guess it's nice to see he still plays the game a little bit. I do want to talk a little bit about Kitty, though. He's actually in the 30s once again. He needs the best 42 and is in a pretty good position to do so. This is a run to the late 30s for Kitty, and again, no one is playing from 0 right now. So really just going to be Kitty putting points on the board here, and he is going to reach 42. This is a new best, going to get 43. So 1% new best for Kitty here. Again, this is a player who has picked up early leads. We saw in the previous level. Got 78 when everyone else is still in practice mode. And on this one, going to pick up 43. And no one else has gone from 0 yet. So he's very good at picking up those early leads, but wasn't able to get the completion on the last level. A lot of deaths to the 60s. In general, that duel giving a lot of trouble. So we'll see if Kitty can turn this early lead into a completion here. Because once again, he's off to a very strong start. But we kind of need to see that build as time goes on. Meanwhile, looks like MobileBot is finally going to start going from 0. We'll see how far he gets. Again, he did get 37 in practice mode earlier, but that's not going to count. So we'll see if he gets there again. So he's at least somewhat consistent at the beginning. Atomic also going to start going from 0 here. So we've got half of our players from 0 now. Genesis, Power Split, and 5 Shine still practicing here. Atomic is going to get 6%. MobileBot's in the 20s, though. Looks like Kitty Amazing is in the 30s once again. Mid-30s now. But yeah, we'll see how these runs end up. The one weird thing about reading how far people are is that this level is so long that you see Kitty dies to 40. When I mentioned how far people are, it doesn't really change much by the time I go back to them. Like I could ignore them for like 15 seconds and they'll be up another 3%. Like it doesn't really shift over a whole lot. Atomic is on a new best. And Mobile's been on a new best this whole time. He hasn't scored yet, but did get 37 in practice mode. He's gonna pass that. So this is MobileBot's best run, both for points And in actuality, gonna get 42. Interestingly enough, that's also where Kitty died as a new best the first time around. So 2 deaths to 42 now. Atomic's going to be in the late 20s. So Indiana, for the time being, is going to have a percentage lead.
Not a big one, though.
Not a very big one. I guess with this a run from Atomic, it'll be bigger. I don't think it'll be
This is
super
true.
substantial, just because of how early leads kind of end up working.
Just
But
power
this'll
split
certainly
hasn't
help
gone
him
from
out.
0 at all.
He is not. But again, this level is so long, I feel like you have
It's
to
gonna
have
be
to do that.
40.
Tom's gonna get 40. I'm honestly surprised that more people aren't in practice mode right now.
How far
I
is
feel like
Kitty
with
gonna
these-
get, though?
Oh yeah, Kitty, another run to the late 30s here, and Genesis is going from 0. But I want to keep my eyes on Kitty here. It'll be in the stormy section in the second year. Needs past 43. Is that to 42 and 43?
That part seems kind of weird to just, like, have to transition into. We're gonna get
It
past
does.
it. This might have been one of the harder parts of the level.
It's kind of got like that choose your own path kind of thing going
And here we
on.
go.
This
We
is
got
a
the
duel
Rainbow
attempt.
Duel. First of the match by anybody. It's gonna be 51.
Just looking at how the players are doing in practice mode, I would not be surprised to see a lot of deaths in this duel. We do actually have Power Split playing from 0 now. And I mentioned Genesis was playing in 0 like ages ago, but he's still going.
Be
He's getting that at
38.
38.
It'd be just an 11
Mobot's
point
on a
game
new
now,
best
but
here.
Power Split's gonna pass that for the time being.
Mobot gonna get
Slight improvement for
45.
Mobot here.
Power Split still going with that run. We got Atomic, another run to 35. Might be seeing a new best here. Would be helpful for Indiana to kind of hold on to that point lead they have. Because right now, because of this run from Power Split, it actually doesn't exist. Once Power Split's run finishes, they'd be down. And Atomic is going to die. So, with this run from Power Split, New York's going to take the lead, but we'll see how far he can get. Again, MVP on the last level was the only one to pick up a completion, and it was very ahead of the curve without quickly picking it up compared to everyone else. We saw Power Split get that completion before multiple people even reached the 70s. So this is a very good player here. Gonna be run to the late 30s for now. Genesis are run to late 20s alongside Mobot. He's not too far behind here. Kitty in the 40s here. Shine is getting close to playing. This might actually be from 0 for Shine, so we might have everyone playing from 0 now. Power Split still going.
Yeah, how far is Power Split gonna get? Will be
Yes.
possible attempt at the duel here.
It's gonna be a duel attempt.
Here we go.
And I saw this duel gave people a lot of trouble in practice.
Gonna get the new highest run of anybody.
Yeah,
Kind
it
of
seems like he knows what he's
not
doing.
super unexpected. It could be 52 from Kitty, 54 from Power Split. But that's gonna vault New York into the lead.
It will. So we've seen 3 duel attempts now. Mobot was actually pretty close to getting a new best, but he dies. Meanwhile, Atomic might be getting a new best here at 38 right now. 39 needs to pass 40. But that's the
It's
40
not.
again. So New York taking the lead with the percentage difference. We'll see how long they can hold on to it. This is run from Shine from 0. I believe it is. I haven't seen any checkpoints in a while. So Shine going to be putting some more points on the board for Indiana here. We'll see, or maybe I'm wrong. But this is from 0, a very big run. And Shine would also need to be playing from 4, which would surprise me. But Indiana's got a chance to take that points difference, that percentage lead back. Because Genesis is in practice mode right now. Both New York players in the 20s, but Shine is still going. Actually going to get a duel attempt here, so doing pretty good for herself. See how far she gets. We haven't seen anyone pass the duel just yet. 3 duel attempts right now. It's going to be the 4th. It's going to get 51
for 5 Shine, which is gonna put Indiana in the lead for the time being.
Yeah, this duel looking tough. Or that's 0 passes. Both Power Split and Mobile going to be in the 40s. They're almost synced up, but Mobile's slightly behind. Mobile needs to pass 45, so he's got the chance to put New York back in the lead in a better position than Power Split to put on points right now. Because Power Split needs to get pretty far into that duel, but Mobile's going to die to 45 for what I actually believe is the 3rd time. Power Split, though, is going to be getting a duel attempt in here. Kitty was on a duel attempt, but just as I mention it, he's going to die. Power Split is also going to die. So I believe that is now 6 duel attempts in 0 passes. The furthest anyone gotten being 54. Atomic is on another run to the late 20s here. Man, no one too far as of right now. A little bit of a break. Moment of calm. The intensity's died down a little bit. We don't have any super far runs. Might be seeing Atomic get a new best, but needs to pass 40. And I've seen Atomic die to 40 at least twice. Gonna go down to 37 this time around, so no new best there.
So weird.
Yeah, I do still stand by the fact that I'm surprised no one is in practice. Like, I would have expected a lot more practice to come through, because I feel like when
The
you
other
get
thing is,
these
I feel like it's
longer levels,
ending really easy.
maybe, but I feel like the duel really isn't.
Yeah, but
And
I'm
some
feeling
people
like I
done that
barely have
multiple
seen
times
people
and died.
practice past that duel, so it's making me think that it's like super flukable after that.
Maybe. But I feel like with the longer levels, you get so much time because it's so easy for just to make any random mistake and die that, like, you don't really need to worry about people picking up completions early on. Like, at
Five
least in
Shine's
the
in the
last
40s
30-minute
right
level,
now.
so. Oh, very true. We might be seeing a
So is
duel
Power
attempt from Five Shine
Split.
here.
Kidney is practicing, so they're the one main practicer here. There's still 8 minutes left. Power Split's gonna die, but 5 Shine is still gonna keep going.
Can she pass 51? She will. So we're at 53 now. This might be the furthest anyone gets. 54. And yeah, this is a new best run for the entire match here. So now we get to test your theory, because 5 Shine has passed the duel.
That was close.
Barely got that blue orb. Jeez. So this is our first run to the 60s, and it's coming from 5 Shine. So she's going to help to grow Indiana's lead here. Which normally I would say doesn't matter too much, but in this match, it's been a struggle.
Yeah, I know.
Getting
It's like,
points
what
on
if
the
they just
board.
keep not getting past the duel, right? That could make all the difference. Oh my god, this part's literally like the ending of like Dark Odyssey or whatever. Like, we're like.
Oh, I was thinking of Nelv. I haven't really. I don't remember
okay.
all of Dark Odyssey, but that's probably where.
Yeah, it's
got the
around the 80s
inspiration
as
from.
well. It's like, I think there it's like in the 80s, here it's in the 70s. But yeah, you see, like, all of this kind of looks a lot more straightforward than the rest of the level, and that's what I'm saying. Like, 5 Shine's still going. The completion would mean absolutely everything if 5 Shine could pick this one up.
Yeah, this is like basically auto. You're like, not lying.
Yeah, they weren't lying when they said, like, why aren't they practicing this part?
I was surprised to see no one practicing
It's
the
a
ending,
triple.
but why?
Okay, there's a
So,
little bit
okay,
more
well,
left.
it's
Oh
not
my
up there.
god, it's like
I thought it'd be
it's
an
like
extra,
Spectrum
but-
Cyclone.
But like, if Spectrum Cyclone was level 1,
Because it makes you do a triple and then it puts you on a mini cube. Like, but it looks like that's gonna be it. And
Yeah,
oh, there's one more little
one
jump.
last jump. 5 Shine
And then
completion.
5 Shine beats the level, the only one to have beaten the level so far. And Indiana has a much larger lead than I think a lot of people would have expected.
Right, and look at Atomic. This might be a new best here. It needs to pass 40. Okay, did pass 40.
This is
So
okay.
this is a new best for Atomic.
We'll see, but from what it looks like, if you fluke the duel, you have a good shot of beating it. It'll be 44. Adds on to the lead a little bit more. 196 to 137, there's 547 left on the clock.
Although Genesis might be looking to cut that deficit down a little bit. This is the new best run here. A little past 40, gonna even drop now. 42 and 43 looked very difficult, and he's gonna die to
42 for
42,
Genesis. Couple more points.
Yeah.
That does mean that a mobile bot completion would be enough to tie it.
This is very true, although Mobot's got a lot of work to do. He is not past 45 in what I think is like 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, he just died again at 44. This time it wasn't a
Mobile
commentator's curse, it was like a commentator's confirmation. He's quit the game.
Did he?
Well,
He
now I
actually
gotta
did.
reconnect him to the.
Oh yeah.
Because if you do that,
Oh. He's connecting himself. But like, mobile died between 40 and 45. Like, so I didn't call a lot of attention to it, but if anything, I think it's at a point where most of its deaths from zero are probably somewhere between 40 and 45.
but power split
Like,
here
he
into the
died there a lot.
50s.
Oh yeah, we've got 2 dual attempts here from Power Split and Kitty Amazing here.
Oh yeah, Kitty as well. This is a new best for Kitty, which could
Kitty
actually
passes
counter.
53.
How far is Kitty gonna get? Power's gonna get past the duel, but so is Kitty, and we could
Okay, we've got
potential for an early ending, possibly, depending on what Kitty can do here.
We'll see if both are good with this final
And I think
third of the level here.
From here on out, the level's not that hard, but honestly, for Power Split, that's kind of rough because, you know, they already have a completion. 5Shine already beat the level.
Yeah, and again, like, Mobile One and Genesis have been having a relatively hard time with
It's
this
a
level.
Power
Power Split
Split.
dies!
So Kitty is gonna have a chance here.
So again, unless all of New York pops off big time, if Kitty picks up the completion here, that could just be the end.
It would be going to a game 3.
Hey, keep your eyes on Kitty here. This
To
run
the,
will
and
make
it would be to
all
the point where New
difference.
York would actually have to feel somewhat lucky they didn't get swept.
Right?
And if not
That's
for that
another
one
thing-
Power Split completion, then, you know, yeah, we would have gotten swept.
Right, yeah.
If
Power
this is the
Split's
case,
performance
because
on
there
that
isn't
first
much
level
more
saved
left.
them big
There's like a
time.
triple at the end that Kitty like could choke to theoretically. That's like the only thing I could really see, right? Like it's that gets past the triple, and that's basically the level. It's just a bunch of single spikes. The only
Pretty
thing
much.
I wonder is if it does that thing where the last spike only appears from 0, and thus Kitty might like celebrate, because that's something that Jonathan did in Dark Odyssey. And
I didn't know you
Maybe
could
he did it
actually
in a
do that
different
in
level.
2.1.
yes, you can. It's like really stupid.
45 for Genesis, but
Kitty's
final
gonna
jump
beat
for
the
Kitty.
level, and that means everybody's gonna be on their last attempt from here on out.
So final
45 for
attempt for everyone.
Atomic.
Indiana fighting back. 45 for Atomic. Atomic is done. So this is final attempts for all of New York here.
Well,
And
regardless,
Indiana
wait.
fighting back strong.
The other thing too, so Genesis would need a new. Genesis is still going, right? Or is he done?
Yeah, Genesis is
He's
still
at
going.
11,
This is
and it's a
level,
long level, so it's like.
yeah, this level is like really long. I'm
But
pretty
they
sure
both
when
have to beat the level. Atomic, Atomic, you can still play.
really Atomic died,
Because there's still a minute 55 and the game hasn't ended yet.
but then they both
Oh.
get completions.
Right.
Yeah. So Atomic is done.
I'm stupid. No, you
New
are done.
format. Sorry,
No,
Atomic.
but I
You are
still
done.
thought
Then-
I would still think if it's like an early ending. Yeah, I guess that would be the case. So yeah, you're done, Atomic. You could stop. But Power Split does get past the duel.
Okay, so Power Split a
The
second
thing
shot.
is, I
past
think
the duel
Genesis,
here.
if they both beat it, Genesis, it would be a tie actually if they both beat it. If Power Split and Mobile beat it, they are both past the duel, so we'd actually be going to overtime, assuming Genesis doesn't get a new best here.
Oh, this is Mobile's first duel attempt, and this has been very tough. We'll see if he can pass it. Gonna get 51.
It's gonna pull the ups. Well, actually, maybe not. Genesis could fluke the level.
Not yet. We'll see if Genesis flukes
Genesis
the
could
level,
fluke the
or
level.
fluke
You'd have to
45.
fluke the whole level.
Not yet. Looking at the
And there
balancing,
you
it's
go.
likely, but Genesis is
Here's
gonna
that
die.
done. Indiana is gonna pull it off. We'll see if Power Split could at least end it off on a high note, but wow.
So we'll see if Power Split ends on the completion, but Indiana's gonna take the point. But what a performance from Indiana on the second level here. Especially want to shout out 5Shine, considering how the first level went. Like, must have been a very rough start, knowing that everyone else was playing, and you start off late, and then getting very close to the completion, and then the first to complete it on the second level, making a major difference here. And then with Kitty picking up that completion, they get an early ending. Does look like Power Split's at the end here, so likely to pick up a completion. Although, again, because Indiana has 2, to what would be New York's one completion.
And
they're
even
still
if
gonna
it,
take
and
the
even
point
if it wasn't, like they don't have the edge in that regard
in percentage either.
Yeah.
So yeah. Power split will
Power
end on
Split
a
will at
completion
least
though.
end it on a high note and pick up a completion. So that will do it for the match. And
Indiana will tie it up once.
Dude, what the?
Indiana
I
is
love
going
you.
to
Kitty, I
take
love
the
you.
win.
Can I just leave? I feel like I should just leave.
Dude, we have. There's no one else in the entire state that can play right now. You gotta say, listen.
A level
We believe
has
in you.
every single comment saying how it doesn't function and is terrible. Can you please pick a new
No,
one?
the duel was
Not-
one of the worst I've ever
I
played.
had 45
It's
on
not
five,
bad.
5 separate bugs.
No, the duel's awful. I'm not.
Patrick, I think that's the worst level I've played in a tournament.
This is the worst
I
level I've
have
played.
no
period.
issues.
Yeah, I hate Jonathan G levels so much.
This is
Style
literally
levels.
I passed
without-
the duel and died to a bug at
without
70.
without the duel. This is easy demon. I'm not going to lie.
Without the
Like-
duel and the spider
my
bug
God.
being shit.
Patrick, can I get the recording of this back so I can make a compilation of every bug I died to? 'Cause it
It's
was-
somewhere. Like you'll just find it on the YouTube somewhere.
I had less than 20 attempts from 0, and 7 of them died past 40 to bugs.
I had 9 attempts from
This is
0.
the
and I
level
didn't
we
die
already
before.
rolled in the tournament, but this format's a bit different, so we actually can get it. The next level we're going to be playing is called Gold Rush, which is actually the level I played.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I remember commentating.
This,
Like-
I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, it's not XL.
So is this the winner takes all game?
This is the
Yeah,
winner
it is,
take
yep.
all game.
Ah shit.
A
But
lot
Shine
closer than I
had-
thought
oh,
this
wait, no,
match was
that's
gonna
it.
be.
It's tier
Gold Rush.
14. Let's go.
Gold Rush.
Well, how
Can
was
you
the last
give
one?
me, like-
13.
can I get a minute to like de-tilt? Because I'm pissed after that.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah. There is some weird bits in the
Patrick, is this
level.
fair? I watched your match. I know this level. This was the Emerald Knight level, right? Is this
Oh,
fair?
if you,
Yes.
I mean, I guess if you guys did watch it, then I probably shouldn't play it.
It would
Maybe.
just be me, but
Hmm.
is this...
I'll skip
That's
it. Because if you did watch
Hmm.
it,
I watched it very with Magma.
first of all, the next level I got, I guarantee one of you's beaten this. One of you's beaten Alf Zero, right? Like, surely.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, Power
Yeah.
has. Yeah, but
No,
regardless,
even then,
like that's such
I
a
have, like,
popular level. Like,
Yeah.
even I've beaten that.
Hey,
like
can I pick the level? I have a bunch of random ones here.
Patch.
fine. You
maybe
go
I have
pick
to
the.
make-
You know what? Maybe
is it-
you can pick better levels than me.
Maybe I'm not the
I'm
best
actually
guy.
leaving.
Okay, you guys are gonna play Sound of Infinity by Real Soul Dash.
I beat
I'll send
that.
the ID.
I've beaten
Wasn't
that.
Okay,
that-
never
yeah.
mind. Moving on.
Isn't
We
that
are
a
going to
different
play
match?
You're going to play. Actually, I don't even think you can play that anyway. Because it's tier 10. Like this one, you can play. You're going to play Devoid by HDAO.
I beat
I
that.
feel, yeah.
Okay,
I beat
never
that
mind.
too. We rate me.
You're
Stop beating everything.
No, this is what happens when we
I
have
beat that
top
too.
star grinders in
That's
call.
just power.
Okay, this one was
I've only
played on
beaten one of these.
stream. This one was played on stream, so I'm gonna skip it. But I got the Le Sermonage, but I'm gonna skip that one because it's played on stream. This one is too easy. Okay, Speed Slinger by Lupo DZM.
Is
Speed
this
what?
2.2?
Speed
Slinger?
Slinger. In all caps.
But you didn't put
by
the level
Lupo
in
DZM.
yet.
I am. I'm.
I've practiced.
Oh
What?
no, you don't have enough. That's
That's
fine.
not
there's
enough.
no-
That's fine. We can play it.
Ooh.
I will get the ID.
Okay. Is it good?
Is 5 Shine on the right level?
I don't know. I haven't touched it.
I think I'm on the right level. I'm on
Speed
Speed Slinger.
By Lupo DZN.
I won't
Yes,
mess up
yes.
this
It
time.
looks like
That is wrong,
everyone's on the correct
unfortunately.
level. And this one is going to be a 20-minute match. You
I was
guys
gonna
do
say.
get a little bit of a break. This one is barely a minute long. It's 62 seconds. So
Ooh.
way shorter than the last one.
Okay.
All right, will Indiana pull off the upset? Or will New York survive?
You better believe it. Sorry. Sorry.
We'll be beginning our match in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, I didn't think we'd get to this point, but we did.
We've got a New York, Indiana Game 3 for all the marbles. And a spot in the quarterfinals. So we'll see how the players like this one. This is a 2.2 level, which have been, or at least I believe so. I think this was a 9-digit ID. So it's either very new 2.1 level or 2.2. I'm not super familiar with how the IDs work, but we'll see. This one is going to be, this level is a third of the length of the last one, not even.
But no, now Cole Spaghetti, since you weren't here for the other matches, now you understand what I was saying when I was saying that the knockout stage has been like actually crazy. Like,
right. The amount of like group winners that are just
at least
the
struggling, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
There's New York. I still think they have the edge in this match, for the record. Just because this seems to be a more like traditionally like grinder level, and both power and mobile are usually really fast at level racing. But again, it just seems like mobile's having another one of those like off days, no completions over 2 matches. Power Split did beat both his levels, to his credit. But
Yeah, Kitty amazing, and he got 22.
Kitty always just starts off with those like defense. They're already playing from 0.
Yeah, I think it's been an interesting match because New York has power split, but overall, I'd say like Indiana has actually been stronger just in terms of like overall player performance.
Yeah,
I would say, but I think power split has been the real difference maker on the first level, and he was the only one to get a completion on the second level
from their team at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
55 for Kitty already.
And we'll see. How
I do wonder if
Kitty,
this has similar
keeps playing,
balancing to
but
the first level.
That's what I was wondering. I was gonna say we'll see, but maybe Kitty will just end up picking up an early completion. Did it kind of break that curse that he had on the previous level? Ended up getting the completion on the second, so we'll see how he ends up doing. Looks like power split is going from 0. Mobile not going to be going from 0 as well. 22 per power split. Interestingly enough, Kitty also died to 22. We'll see if Mobile Bot follows the same trend.
Hey, yeah, Loki, it would have been really funny if we got overtime on that last level.
That would have been crazy, but Indiana
We got 24 for mobile, though.
Yeah. And kind of a match between Power Split, Mobile, and Kitty Amazing here. The rest of the players are still in practice mode. Starting to die to this pre-drop a little bit. Power Split needs to pass 22. He's getting closer, and he will do so. Mobile needs to pass 24, and he will do so in turn. Gonna get 26, but Power Split is still alive. And with this run, for the time being, New York will actually pull ahead in percentage. Gonna get 44. But, yeah, for the time being, New York will be ahead by a little bit. But what a match this has been so far. Looks like Kitty Amazing is on a run to the 30s here. How far can he get? Might be a new best. Looks like Atomic is going to start going from 0 here. Going to get 8. Mobilebot another run to the 20s. Kitty Amazing, late 40s, early 50s now. Needs to pass 55. We'll see if he can do so. We'll put more points on the board for Indiana. And he is going to be getting a new best here. Atomic's going to get 24. Power Split on a new best. Kitty's going to get 60%. Power Split going to get 52. So, in the end, Indiana is actually going to take the lead back in percentage. So they're going to be up 5% now.
But yeah, the knockout stage in this tournament has been ruthless. Just, like, no one is safe, basically. Like,
teams dropping left and right.
I do wonder with all this that's been happening if Pennsylvania is really starting to feel better about their odds to win the tournament, just because so far they're the only ones that really didn't struggle in their win.
Right? Because that brings about like the strength of a lot of these teams. See, Moblock gets 39. Atomic got 40 earlier. Power Split's actually on a new best right now.
Yeah, still going into the 70s. He's 77.
This player. 77 for Power Split, making a big difference for New York. And on this first level, the second one, only one from New York to get a completion. On this third one, he's leading in runs. So
Mobile's getting.
having a very
is
good
Mobile
performance
practicing
overall.
or not?
I don't think so.
No, he's
but
not.
neither is Atomic.
Wow, yeah, Atomic's still going. How far is it? It's gonna be 76 for Atomic, 55 for Mobile. Make sure I'm the tier of this level. You sure this level's like the correct tier, right? Like,
This is tier 12.
yeah.
I mean, I'll double check it for you, but I like yeah.
Because people
Yeah,
are like really good at this one.
Yeah.
But Power Split's still going. Potentially able to get to the previous best he had in the 70s.
Yeah, we'll see if he can do it. Not very far now. I believe this level does actually end at 82, so we
And
might
there
just be
you
getting
go.
completion.
Power
Actually, it's at
Split
80, and yeah.
is gonna beat the level already.
So that's going to be huge for New York. Holding that percentage lead and the completion lead in a very good position right now. And something that percentage lead, at the very least, is only going to continue to grow as Genesis is now playing from 0. So we'll see if Power Split ends up being the main difference maker for New York once again on this third level. For the time being, they will hold that lead. Mobobot another run to the 40s here.
Currently the furthest out of
Atomic in the late
everyone.
30s. Yeah. Keep your eyes on Mobobot here, but he's
55
going to die to
again.
55.
Same exact
Now look at
place.
Atomic. Atomic in the 50s here will pass 55. Looks like Atomic had a much better lineup in that UFO that Mobobot's been dying to. In the 60s, now again, if Atomic gets to 80, that's the completion. Was already very close with that run to 76. And we might be seeing tied completions here. Atomic, couple orbs, and that's it. That's the completion.
That's the completion for Atomic, so there's just gonna be one more completion. We'll get it. I mean,
Yeah.
Is 5 shine from 0 though?
No, I think this is practice.
No, right?
5 was practicing earlier. That might have been a crazy deep run, but it was practice mode. Congratulations to Atomic, though, tying things back up in completions, but for the time being, New York will hold on to that percentage lead. So it's really just going to come down to who picks up the next completion to decide the fate of this match. 5 Shine's going to start going from 0 now, but look at Kitty. Earns to the... Oh, dies. Get it out of 55. Mobile in the 30s now. And that percentage difference between New York and Indiana, only 4% right now, and that's what's currently deciding this game. So by that metric, very close, but Mobobot
Good
is
dive.
going to die to 49. 5 Shine a new
24
best here.
for
Genesis is going to get
Genesis.
24. That'll somewhat circumvent this run from 5 Shine, but Indiana's going to be taking that lead back for sure. 5 Shine in the 50s. Has been practicing for a very long time, and I have to wonder, is this going to be a fluke?
Is this from 0? From 5 shine? Yeah, it is, right?
It
5
is.
shine's still going.
Might this be the completion for 5 Shine?
No
Maybe the last
way.
couple of clicks coming in here.
Goodness. This is last
And that's
attempts
the
for
completion for
everybody.
5 Shine.
Right,
Once that
Mobile's still
level
alive.
complete
He's still
stream
going.
comes
He's still
through.
going. It's not level complete. Okay.
Level complete's not there yet. Now it's going to start to come through. 5 Shine going to pick up that
This is now
completion.
last. This is now last attempt.
And New York needs a complete, completions and new best because of the percentage difference as well. Indiana looking good here, and Genesis is going to die.
Right, even if Mobile beats it, it wouldn't be enough,
and
right?
that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. They'd lose in percentage. So at this point, just a little bit of a victory lap for Kitty Amazing here. We'll see if Mobobot can at least land on a new best,
No,
and
wait.
he is going to pass 55.
This is what I was saying. The one flaw I had in this system, right? Because but it won't matter here. It's gonna be 67. He gets the number. Kitty's gonna get the same number, but Indiana already has 2 completions, and with that will wrap up the match. The upset has happened. Indiana is moving on to the quarterfinals.
What the
One
hell?
of the
Oh my
easily the
God.
most surprising result of the
Dude,
tournament.
I threw. I
Go.
thought we were losing. Oh my god.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
But with that, let me head over to the bracket here.
Who do we play
Oh,
next?
God.
What's it looking
You'll be
like?
playing the
You're actually
winner
gonna find
of
out.
Maryland and Appalachia.
Okay.
But putting this into the bracket, Indiana takes the win and goes to the quarterfinals, and that is another group winner going down. That is 4 out of 5 group winners have gone down immediately in the knockout stage.
For group win, it's just Pennsylvania that remains. Oh, and actually, where's Texas? I lied.
Texas hasn't played.
Right, okay. But
That's
they
why I
haven't
said
played
4
yet.
out of 5, right? Because
Right, that
you know,
applied,
like
yeah.
that's what I was saying. But what What an upset.
I so thought I was losing that match, but
I mean,
thought
after
I was
losing
going
the
for it,
first one,
but-
did you guys kind of have this like feeling like, oh yeah, at least we got it close, but it's probably not gonna
Yeah.
play.
Yeah. I was like really shooken up by that mistake I made on the first game, and like it just like put so much pressure on me. But
Yeah, the first two levels were, I want to say, were the complete opposite of what my skill set is. It's like Jonathan GD level and flow memory levels.
Yeah, no, dude, 5 Shine Atomic, you guys, I thank you so much for beating that last one because I was not doing well on that.
I love everyone. I love New York. I love New York. That was a good game.
Yeah, no, that was really good.
That was
That was great.
crazy.
I had fun.
I think they're all.
Yeah, that just busted my bracket that I made because I had New York winning.
New York winning the
Something in
bracket.
every single level that
I did not
can
foresee
pass.
this.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I hate to say it, but that's, you know, obviously that's kind of how these tournaments go, right? Like, but, yeah, it's a rough way to go out for a team that I know I've been following a fair amount. They came in with largely expectations to win the final. What this means, by the way, is I'm going to list out a few teams right now. Nevada, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Puerto Rico, Indiana, Appalachia, Maryland. One of you guys is making the final.
That'd be nuts.
Like, the bracket is so wide open on, especially on the right side of the bracket. But honestly, even on the left side, I would say it's less open on the left side than it is on the right. But, yeah.
This is
What?
the comeback for the less populated states. We're rising up.
This now,
Come
I
back
think,
to my
now
best.
puts Indiana. I mean, where is
Come
Indiana's
back to farmland
population?
and desert.
Wait, what's Massachusetts' population? 7.15. Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you are barely now the smallest state by population. Although I think adding Nevada and Utah might be less. Let me see. Nevada population is 3.31. Utah population is 3.55. Okay, yeah, so no, Nevada, Utah would be the smallest, because even if you add the two, they're still less than Indiana. But regardless, an upset has been completed.
Well played, New
Well
York.
played, yeah, well played to New
Yeah,
York,
that was
well played to Indiana.
Dude, I just realized actually, now this opens the door. If Appalachia beats Maryland, we could have a rematch.
Oh yeah, that's true, a group stage rematch. A match that, for the record, what was it? Were you guys the team that beat them? Weren't you?
Yeah, we beat them.
Yeah, you
we
beat
did.
that
It was-
team.
It was the rock paper scissors thing.
That was the rock paper scissors, and that was the side. Even though they won their group, they finished on top of the tiebreakers. But you actually have the head-to-head win.
Mhm.
All right, well, I'm gonna go and get ready for the next match, which will be Maryland versus Appalachia. So you'll immediately find out who your next opponent's gonna be.
Mhm.
Oh,
We'll see
boy.
if Maryland
Yeah.
wins, and that could be a fifth group winner going down.
Mhm. Yeah, but
Who-
good game,
who's
New York.
in
That was-
Maryland / Appalachia?
So,
Or
will you?
Appalachia.
Well, first of all, you guys played Appalachia earlier, and
I mean,
they
I
had-
didn't.
Oh,
'cause
I guess you didn't.
Me and
Um,
Atomic did.
They have like, greatness. He's good. I mean, just watch the stream, and yeah,
Yeah.
you'll see.
Yeah, okay. I'll just watch the stream. All right. Thank you.
Thanks for playing, guys. Who is playing next?
Yeah. We'll be right back.
everybody, welcome back. We have after the fascinating result here of the Northeast Group winner New York getting knocked out, Indiana pulls off the upset. What that means is Maryland, Appalachia, both of these teams that are about to go, they'll looking into the bracket, probably a lot of them figured, oh, if we win this, we'll play New York next. Not what happened. So interestingly enough, they'll be playing Indiana, a team that Appalachia already played. Maryland has not played yet, but I think that makes things interesting in regards to this bracket here. Gonna go and Spaghetti's gonna go roll us the levels.
So you guys are going to be playing Monarch. And I will type in the ID. Monarch in all capitals. I'm not sure who the creator is, doesn't tell me, but
I've not played this.
that's what I like to hear. That means we won't have to reroll. ID is also there if you need it.
Oh, it's XL. Does that mean we get like? It's like XL by 1 second. Does that mean
time-wise, this is actually good for you? Yeah, because this is XL by 1 second, so you actually do get 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's a 25-minute match, but barely.
By 1 second.
Just put the level in the feet here.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, I'd say overall that's a net benefit for you.
Yeah.
And this one is a 2.2 level,
Nice.
I believe.
I like
Let me
It
double
doesn't
check,
have
but pretty
2.2
sure
ship
it is.
physics.
Average enjoyment is like a 4. That's a great sign.
That's not
No,
good.
that's not good.
Okay.
No, if this level is terrible, I'm sorry, but I did get it randomly.
All right, everybody, we
Wizard
will be beginning our level on my countdown. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Kexami, actually just wanted to point out, big thanks to Kexami. They decided to fill in for Dusker who was unable to show for today. They're actually, since it's their debut, we'll go over their profile a bit more. They're actually a top star grinder. They're the number 75 star grinder with and also have 3,500 demons to their name. So definitely a valuable asset to the team to add.
Yeah, as far as last minute subs go, you're doing pretty good with this one. For Appalachia. I would not be too upset.
Yeah, it's not a guarantee. Like we've also had like star grinder subs that didn't work out in the end. So it's kind of like, but I would say if we're just off statistically, feel pretty good about that.
You know, if memory serves me correctly, Dusker was a very strong player. But
Yes.
so we'll see how Kexami is able to do.
They were
here.
good. They were good. Greatness has been their strongest player throughout the tournament. I believe. And they are here.
Yeah. I actually checked, and fun fact about Greatness, because I didn't even know this, but I just checked Greatness's bio. Apparently owns the IDL.
Yeah. No, I knew that. He is the owner of the Insane Demon list, which ranks the hardest Insane Demons.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I myself have 2 IDL levels to my name.
I have I had 10, and now I have 2.
It's so weird because mine have barely moved on the list since I beat them. That was last year.
Yeah, there's a lot of IDL levels that just don't move, and then there's other levels where you look back and you're like, oh, it's off the list now.
Yeah.
And it's top 30, and a year later it's off the list.
I've seen some levels just randomly move 30 spots.
Mike's a little bit off, right?
Oh, sorry. Just a second. So I actually think it's because I was eating.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm done eating. Now I should sound normal. But I was gonna say we're off with that level, but not really much is happening yet. Everyone's just kind of doing practice runs. This does look very cool. This part that Damien's at right now, Tux and Sir Manface. Like that's sick. So at the very least, I like how this level looks. We'll see how it plays. It is super zoomed out for like the whole time. So we'll see how the players like that. Personally, that's not really something that bothers me, but I know camera controls don't sit right with everyone. It's completely fair. Fuse Max can complete a practice run there. Also looks like this one has an early ending, I think at 90. Although, in other news, Damien's going to start playing from 0. So, Maryland is going to start scoring here. And for the time being, I believe Damien is the only player going from 0. Already going to be in the 20s. Yeah, I'm loving the atmosphere in this one. I don't know about you, how do you feel about this level so far?
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm trying to think of what the Eclipse in the 70s, like Ikami is at right now. Is Damien gets 39. So a great start for Maryland. Gonna be taking that lead there and 39% run this early on. It's nothing to scoff at, as Damien is already showing some good consistency here. So we'll see if he can turn that into a completion. But for the time being, you just have to wonder what's going to be the potential of the remaining players here. You've got everyone in practice mode. So...
Well, I do wonder what the pressure is for Appalachia, considering, like, you know, they, if Appalachia loses, then you know what would be funny is that the first and second place teams in the Midwest failed to win a game, but the third place knocked out New York.
That would be a very interesting statistic. 49 for Damien. Yeah, not too much going on right now. Actually, is Sir Manface going from 0 right now?
Possibly?
I haven't seen any checkpoints in a while, but this could just be a pretty deep practice run. We'll have to wait and see. Again, has the yellow new best pop up, but that does happen.
He is in practice. I think he just was in the 40s and now he's like back in the 30s. Still looks pretty good at the level though.
Yeah. Kexami is also going to start playing from 0 here. Oh, actually, no. Kexami. Sorry, not Kexami. Kexami. I keep saying it like salami.
That's how I said it at first. But, yeah, that's not it.
So yeah, still just Damien in 0. Actually, almost kind of new best. Goes on to 45. Although I believe Tux is actually from 0. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
6%.
6% for Tux. But here is Damien currently with the highest percent here.
Yeah, these Maryland players putting up early scores here. Putting themselves in a very good position here, although we'll see if all this practice for Appalachia ends up benefiting them in the end. Tux is going to be on the new best. Damien's in the 30s. But yeah, our first 7 minutes can just be spent getting that practice in. Which, for the most part, has worked. Very common strategy in the group stage. In the previous match, it was actually, I believe, it was Kitty Amazing who we saw like to get a lot of early runs from 0.
Early runs, but that's kind of what Damien's doing now. Damien played really well last game against Connecticut Island. That was one of the rounds where a team lost their first match and then won the next 2.
Yeah, so
There's gonna be a 63 from Tux.
Oh yeah, Maryland up 115% to nothing
Sir
now.
Manface now going to start from 0.
Yeah, so that's actually going to change now. Sir Manface is going to put some points on the board for Appalachia. Or some percentage on the board for Appalachia, which they may very well need, because they are starting to fall behind here. Even considering it as an early lead for Maryland for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, true.
And it looks like Damien's on another run to the 40s here, but it's going to go down, so no new best there. But I am very curious to see how quickly Kexami and Greatness are able to pick up like completions if they do it all, because they've been putting a lot of practice in. Alongside Fuse Max, actually. It looks like Tux is on another run to the 40s here. Sir Manface is going to get 40%. Yeah.
First points on the board for Appalachia.
So now, Appalachia is starting to make a little bit of a response here. But look at Tux.
The interesting thing that was also mentioned is that because right now there are only 2 groups in which a rematch before the final is eligible, this would be the most likely one. So if Appalachia wins, they play Indiana, who they already played. Despite the fact that Indiana got 3rd in the group and Appalachia got okay, Tammy. Okay, there you go. Despite the fact that Appalachia got 1st and Indiana got 3rd in the group, when they played each other, it was actually Indiana that came up on top.
So the rematch will be super interesting, even though Appalachia ended up placing above Indiana in the end.
Yeah, but like still, it's like, how much of that would have been just Michigan? Indiana just had an off game against Michigan. It was their first time, but it's going to be 57. Sir Manface.
Yeah.
Not 57 from 57.
No. Did 57 ever die to 57?
I don't think so. Which is what there was one level where like 3 people died at 57, and they were not one of them.
What a shame. But Sir Manface fighting back for Appalachia a little bit here as Greatness and Kexami continue to get that practice in. Although it looks like Greatness might actually be going from 0 now.
Yeah, I think so.
Although look at Tux.
Oh yeah, Tux still going here. Oh, he's in practice.
Oh,
Good
that's
job.
practice. Oh my gosh.
You got me.
I didn't know. I thought it was a new best run. Greatness is going to get 31. That one is
Yeah,
not
cuts
in
the deficit
practice.
to much closer now. It could be anyone's game.
It's a very weird game right now because there's still one player on each team that hasn't gone from 0, and Greatness only just started playing from 0. So once everyone starts going, the percentage lead really could just go either way. No one is really at a point where I'd consider them favorited to pick up a completion. Damien, Sir Manface, and Tux are all pretty close to each other in percentage. The highest and the lowest only separated by a mere 10%. Sir Manface is going to go back to practice mode, however. We'll look at Greatness. This is a new best run.
63.
Yeah, Fuse Max, meanwhile.
Fuse Max.
63.
But something interesting I found is that it felt like in the group stage there were hardly any upsets. But then we went to the knockout stage and suddenly everybody's like dropping games. Like,
I'm not sure what happened.
But yeah, you saw the group stage, right? I mean, there were upsets, but not a lot of them.
Right, but this has been crazy.
From Greatness here.
Going to be tied with Fuse Max and Tux.
It's everything 0, by the way. No, they're not.
No,
they're still not.
No. So this level ends at 77.
But this might be the start of that.
Maybe this will finally be the one.
I don't know why Kexami needs to.
Kexami is scrolling the comments for tips or something.
You alright, Kexami?
Actually, yeah.
There you go. Back into the void of this. Now Kexami's gonna go from 0.
So here's where you really get to see who's
But Sir
the most
Manface,
consistent
oh,
level
see, no,
right
he's
now, but,
practicing.
yeah.
I thought he was in like the
That is-
70s.
Nah, Sir Manface has been practicing for a little bit now. Tux though, is that actually? This is a
Completion
completion.
from
Meanwhile, I can't believe
Tux.
it's that. Yeah, this is the end screen.
Max is in practice, so it's just going to be Damien. But Tux is going to pick up the completion. Good work for Tux. Sammy's still going.
Yeah, an impressive first run here. But look at greatness. Is this a new best or is it practice mode? No, but it's going to go down to 63 once again. Kaxami in the 40s. Again, first attempt from 0. Impressive. Going to get 42.
Yeah, right now
And-
we need a completion from one of the players. Oh no, is Sir Manface still practicing? I think he is, right?
Yeah, this is still practice. I'm fairly confident. Yep, still practice. Damien, new
60.
best of 60%. Again, this level ends very early. So a lot of these runs closer to the end than you might think. But Fusemax, is this from 0? It is not. This is practice mode, so that's not going to count for anything. Greatness, however, I believe is from 0, and so is Kaxami.
Yes, Greatness and
Kaxami is pretty close
Kaxami,
to
I
new
think,
best.
and Damien are the ones that are.
Well, I mentioned the Appalachian players because they're the closest to getting new best. Greatness is going to go down. However, Kaxami is still going. It's going to be a run to the mid-40s now for Kaxami. This is a new best.
Be 47.
Yeah, and we'll see how much more that practice is paying off because so far Kaxami is looking pretty consistent here. Although Damien runs to the late 40s, might we be seeing a new best here? Again, one more completion for Maryland, and this ends early. And Damien is getting very, very close to a new best here. Needs to pass 60. And it's going to do so.
To be 62,
But it's going to get
though.
62. Look at Fusemax here. Is this from 0? No, this
No,
is
it's
actually
not.
practice
Top
mode.
left corner.
I can see in the I can see in the top left.
Like, now Sir Manface is going to start to go from 0 again. Feels comfortable enough with the practice.
Yeah, already has 57, so we'll see if that practice pays off. Could be a major difference maker here. Although Appalachia very dependent on Damien and Fusemax not picking up completions, and both I feel are in decent positions to do so at this point. Looks like Greatness is going to be on another run to the 40s here. And this potentially could be a big run for Appalachia. We'll see how it ends up. Needs to pass 63. I believe Greatness has died to 63 at least twice. So a bit of a rough percentage. Alright, we'll see if this time is any different. But it's actually got a 59, so won't get another shot at it. However, look at Fusemax here, who's still in practice mode. I have no idea how I forgot that. I believe Damien is from 0, though. So this could be the new best. Needs to pass 62, but dies to it once again. Remember, not
Unfortunate.
only
How far is
look at Sir
Kaxami going to
Manface,
get?
the
What about
best here,
Kaxami?
and
They're
Kaxami can
47
get 47
again.
Wow. So we had a 1% new best and then 2 tied best within like a couple seconds of each other. I wonder what the consequences of those runs will be for both teams. Looks like Greatness is on another run to the 30s here. Pretty consistent at this pre-drop. Oh, and you know what I finally realized this reminded me of? I don't know if you've seen Aura by Duke, but this very
I thought
much
you were going to
looks
say
like
Aura by
Duke.
Kaisa.
No, not a Kaisa by Duke. That's the one I beat. I beat that level.
Oh, yeah, that level. That was weird. It, like, starts at, like, 0.01 speed.
Yeah, but no, the first ship is free. It's great.
But
Take a
Kaxami
look
here
at
is this.
Kaxami
There
here,
you
though,
go.
yeah.
New best. How far is Kaxami going to get?
More points on the board for Appalachia. Very much needed. See what
A
Kaxami's able to
54.
do here. Yeah, 54 for Kaxami. Greatness is in the 30s once again. But for the time being, Maryland is holding on to this percentage and completion lead, and they're holding on to it pretty strong. Had it for a very long time now. We're approaching our final 7 minutes of the match here, and Maryland remains with that completion percentage lead, so in a very good spot. But Appalachia will have ample time to turn things around. Although, I do feel that Appalachia's on a bit of a timer here. Not just the one we have, but Fusemax has been practicing the second half a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I would imagine that if he's able to get to the ending from 0, then he'll probably be beating it pretty quickly.
He's 64 for
Damien is
Damien.
going to get 64.
Kind of tracks like the
50%
mass
now.
match, like the one where it's like everybody kept dying in the early 60s. You didn't see it, but it was the first level we played. Like it was like if you got past 60, like you could get really far. So 57 for Kaxami.
Yeah. Good job on winning, by the way.
Oh my goodness, that was a crazy match. I low-key think we should have lost. Like, it's just a personal, like, opinion. I think we got lucky that we won. Because on the third level, it literally, like, the last 8 minutes of the match had, like, no new bests from anyone. It was crazy. It was like the craziest, like, stalemate I had seen. But
Just a crazy level, like y'all just trash. Like, how is
I
that
wound
happen?
up beating the level not too long after.
All right, well, back to our game. Look up Sir Manface here. This might be a new best run. He needs past 58, and he will do so. So this is points on the board for Sir Manface here. You mean 65? So Tux aside, this is the furthest anyone has gotten. And again, this level early ending, but gonna go down to 69. Will not be getting the completion there. But now Kaxami, new best goes down 57. Look at Greatness. All the Appalachian players popping off right now. It's gonna be a new best for Greatness. Gonna get 65.
So now at this point, a completion from any of the Appalachian players, I think, would then give them the edge, right? No, Manface wouldn't, right?
Just barely not. They'd be down like 3%.
Greatness will put them up by 1.
Yeah, so completion from Kaxami or Greatness could make a major difference here. But then again, like Greatness or Kaxami, if Sir Manface were to get a completion, wouldn't really need to do much more.
We just need to get a
them
little
complete.
bit of a new best.
Although I mentioned earlier that Fusemax could end up being very dangerous for
Kaxami's gonna go into
Appalachia.
practice, so
Yeah,
interesting
and
call.
on top of that, Fusemax is going from 0. And remember, he was practicing the latter stages of this level quite a bit. So a completion is not unlikely for Fusemax. We'll see how the
That's
practice
true.
pays off, but he's in the 50s already.
No, he's gonna click too early and die.
So now just keep your eyes on, actually, all 3 Appalachian players once again on good attempts. Sir Manface is going to go down.
Kaxami's
No
in
new best.
practice, but Greatness is going. This one for Greatness would be huge. He's gonna fall
But
into the
Greatness goes down
abyss.
63.
It's looking kind of hilarious the way he died. That just fell down. Like, oh, okay.
3.5 minutes left. We've seen a lot of very tiny new bests come
But
through.
honestly, credit to Tux because it's been a while since Tux beat the level.
Not only that, but the only one who's gotten to like the final section, I think, was Sir Manface.
Yeah.
And even then, he died pretty early into it. Okay, you can look at Kaxami's screenshot to see when the level ends. So a lot of players are relatively close, but not like super, super close. Again, it ends at 7.
There you go. Now time to go from 0 for Kaxami.
Yep, 3 minutes left on the clock. Now's the time to make something happen. Looks like Fusemax is on a run to the... Actually, I was going to say on a run to the 50s, but dies just before then. So, nothing going to come out of this run here. Greatness is on a run to the late 40s here. Might this be a new best? We'll have to wait and see. No one else too far at the moment, so just keep your eyes on Greatness. Let's see what happens. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Needs to pass 65. Just run to the late 50s. A couple more percentages to go before more points are put on the board for Appalachia, which they very much need. And he reached 65, but dies to it again. Couldn't get the blue orb there. So another death to 65, but no more points for Appalachia. Percentage difference going to remain the same. But now we've got a couple decent runs coming through here. Look at Sir Manface, Damien. And I was going to mention Fuse Max, but let's go down. So we've got 2 people in the 50s now. See, Sir Manface needs past 69. Damien in the 60s needs past 64. We're going to get 62. Sir Manface now, who's actually in the 60s because I miscounted, but Sir Manface is in the 60s now. And needs past 69. We might be seeing a second ending attempt here. But goes down once again. No new best there. A minute and a half left in the match. Greatness and Kaksami are both in the 40s. Kaksami going to be in the 50s now, needs to pass 59. Greatness needs to pass 65, also in the 50s here. Kaksami getting closer and closer to that new vest. And is going to pass 59. So this is more points on the board for Appalachia here. And this could be huge for them, especially if a completion comes through, because it actually put them ahead.
Kaksami, yeah. It's gonna be wow. Okay, huge improvements, but it's still not enough right now. But it does mean on progress, it's getting really competitive. There's just 39 seconds left.
Yeah, meanwhile, Fuse Max is going to go down to 63 again, so no new best there. But look at Damien.
This is true too. Could this be a new best for Damien?
In the mid-60s once again, it's past 64. And will pass 64. This is going to be an ending attempt for Damien here. Might we be seeing 2 completions for Maryland?
We don't get 71. A completion from Damien, so there's just going to be 5 seconds left.
And from the looks of it, it's going to be final attempts.
All right, time is now up. Sir Manface is done. That'll be it for Sir Manface.
We still got Greatness, Kaksami, Fuse Max, and Damien still going here. Greatness is on a run to the... Actually, once again, that's 49. So that's going to be it for Greatness.
So Kaksami would have to beat the level and have nobody else get a new best, basically.
So it's going to be Kaksami's time to lock in now if Appalachia is going to take this point.
But Fuse Max is also going too.
Walk away with that. This is true.
And no, it's not going to be it. That is going to seal it. Fuse Max will die, but regardless, the only one left is Damien at this point.
Yeah, Kaksami goes down.
We'll see how far Damien can get.
Fuse Max goes down. It is all up to Damien now. Everyone else is going to be done. All right, let's take a look at Damien. Can he end on the completion? Either way, Maryland will be taking the point, so a little bit of a victory lap here. Getting closer and closer to that ending. Going to be in the mid-60s now. Damien inching closer and closer. An ending attempt. One final shot to get the completion on this level.
His new best.
And this is a new best. Needs to get to 77. The level
will be 74.
74.
But that will do it. That'll do it for the match. Maryland will take game 1, and that's another group winner falling on the first hurdle. Get everybody unmuted.
Yeah, Maryland gonna go up 1-0 here.
All right, game 1 goes to Maryland.
Bro, Damien,
what was that level? What was that
level? Fucking sucked.
Most last 20% carry level ever.
Bro, I had the dumbest last attempt ever. At the very beginning, I just let go of the dash orb when the transition to the first ship.
Oh, bro. I could have.
I don't know about all of you, but Tux beat the level ages ago.
Yeah, dude, I got my best run, my first attempt from 0.
That was crazy.
Well, at least I got 7.
You did get 70, highest of your teammates at the least. And third highest overall. Yeah, everybody kind of performed about as well as each other here, pretty balanced.
I don't what's that dual power? I can't figure out
how
to do
weird.
that consistently.
The duel is just RNG, bro.
Yeah.
I swear.
Oh my gosh, I was I was like,
I could have beaten it if it wasn't for that.
All right, let's roll another level though. Gotta play again.
All
I
right.
accidentally
so
exited practice mode at
you're-
the end.
Wait, what?
That's funny.
Your next level is going to be, and this is actually the level name. I'm not trolling. Egg dogs and ping pong.
Oh, I know
Is
this
your next
level. I know this level. It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
egg. Yeah,
That's not
egg
that
dogs
bad.
and ping pong. It's a funny name. It's easy for a hard. It's only a tier 11, so
Yeah,
Shouldn't
the
be too
IDs
bad,
and match we
but-
see if anyone needs. Well,
yeah,
looks like we're good.
all of us have it, and
180.
nobody has above the thresholds. We can actually play the level. It'll be a 20-minute match on egg dogs and ping pong.
Good luck, guys.
Okay, I get it now.
Wait, comment.
All right, everybody. We'll be beginning. We'll be beginning the match in 3, 2, 1. Go. All right. On the second level, and actually the like the level thumbnail or like the text, like the level name text is kind of a little bit off actually, so I'm actually gonna
I'm say the level name is so long it can't even fit. But it's a modern style level, which I guess for these goofy names I normally kind of expect. So we'll see if the players like this one any better than the last one. Their
dogs
reception
and
was
ping
not
pong.
great.
Like what even is this?
I mean,
I mean,
I'm seeing a
it's what the
couple-
level is. There's an egg dog part that greatness is at, and there's a ping pong part that like Damien is at right now. Like it's not a lie. It is what the level is.
But like, yeah, this is a name. Is this the goofiest level name I've ever seen? I don't know.
It was a boss fight.
Oh,
It looks pretty easy. You just follow the dots.
What? What is this boss fight? I feel like I hope they like playing this because I feel like this is the type of level that's just so hard to take seriously. This is such a goofy level. Well, the boss just like stays floating there after it's over. There's no more ping pong. At least it's living up to its name. It was not random. This is indeed an egg dog, and they are playing.
Yeah,
ping
because there's a lot
pong,
of like
so
levels
it-
have like nonsense names that are like have nothing to do
Microsoft
with the
Drive
level.
Through.
Yeah, like it has nothing to do with Microsoft driving or through, like or a drive-through. I don't know, bro. What is this ending part? Have a great 2023.
Whole on level, man. Holy.
I find it funny whenever like levels like mention like years like that.
Holy. Although I do love when levels have like end credits before the level ends. I feel like it's like it has so much aura. Like it's awesome. I really wish more levels did that. I mean, I guess it's hard for a level called Egg Dogs and Ping Pong to have aura, but you know, I still appreciate it. It's a nice touch. Oh, the dog does have a hitbox. I'm not sure why, because it barely gets close to you, but you know, might as well. I still find it funny how it just like remains floating there even after it has no more attacks left. It reminds me very much of like I feel like in 2.0 when like people are still getting the hang of like making
I'm
boss
thinking of like
fights.
Team Z.
I don't think I've seen that level. It's just such a shame.
You
I
haven't
can't believe I haven't
seen
seen
Team
Z.
Z?
I've heard of it, but like I don't remember it. I might have seen it like once,
It's
but
so funny. It's like on the demon list back then. But
it must have been such a long time ago.
pretty long ago. I think Power Splits beat it.
And then Power Split beating everything. You see how long it took us to pick a hard demon?
It's lucky probably part of the reason why we got like not great levels.
We lost all the good levels. Power Split ate them all.
Yeah, because they would have put like Kevin, which is like a fun level, but like, yeah.
See, like we could have Kevin, we could have Egg Dogs and Ping Pong. We could just have like a silly time here, you know? But actually, it looks like this one is pretty lurdy because no one has gone from 0 yet. Which kind of surprises me. Not only has no one gone from 0, no one is particularly close. Like, Sir Manface is playing from the late 30s. I can't catch everyone else's, but I think Sir Manface is actually the closest to going from 0 out of anyone right now. So this one looks a little bit tough. But from what I'm seeing, the boss fight, like you said, there's clear indication, so it looks pretty easy to do, but I guess the rest of the level is just a little bit weird. Oh, we'll see. I'm still just wondering who thinks of something like this. You have to have quite the creative mind. But again, people are still going to be practicing, so maybe Egg Dogs and Ping Pong is the toughest adversary we've seen in Battle of the States 2 yet. Tux is getting a decent amount of practice in here. Looks like Damien is finally going from 0. They got some points on the board. They won't appear just yet. They will with this run. Another new best for Damien here. So we'll see what this attempt ends up in. But for the time being, Maryland is going to be in the lead. Not by much, unless Damien just like flukes the whole level. Which we'll see. Maybe Egg Dogs are his kind of thing. The quality on the percentage is a little low, but I believe he is in the 40s right now. I remember Kaxami.
It's fine for me.
I think it's just my laptop being itself. Looks like Greatness is going to start going from 0. 13%, 48 for Damien. I almost said 45. That was 48. So Maryland going to be in the lead. A little bit of a response from Greatness, but there's a reason I say a little bit. So they're still going to be up 35%. Looks like Sir Manface is going to go from 0 now. So Appalachia is starting to fight back here. Tux is getting a lot of practice in. Remember, Tux was the only person to pick up a completion on the previous level. So I'll trust the process. It looks like Damien's on another run to the 40s here. Sir Manface 13. But Greatness is actually on a massive fluke. I can't believe I haven't mentioned that yet. Look at Greatness right now. With a best of 13. This is a run to the 50s right now.
What about Damien here, though? They're in like very similar spots right now. Same with Tux, I think, as well, right? Like, there's 62 for Damien.
Yeah, Damien's slain by the ping pong racket. However, Greatness is still going. Alright, boss fight now over and it's going to go down.
It's Appalachia in the lead for now.
Yeah, Appalachia fighting back big
here. Was Tux in practice or something? Like by accident or something? Or it must have been from like the beginning or something like that. Because I didn't see him die.
Tux has been doing a lot of runs. I mean, maybe this is from 0 and I just didn't catch it.
Yeah, that isn't. But like, he's been doing well. I feel like I don't see him die that much. But yeah, Greatness goes all the way to 72.
And Sir Manface
for Sir Manface.
Yeah, wants a piece of the pie here. New best run there. So it's just Fusemax, Kaxami, and Tux who are getting their practice in right now. Looks like Damien's at the boss fight again, but goes down once more. It looks like Damien is not the best at ping pong. Yeah, everyone else either not very far right now or in practice mode, so not too much to note there. I do find it funny how looking at how people were practicing earlier, that the harder part of the boss fight seems to be when the boss stops fighting you and just sits on the other side of the screen. It feels a little bit anticlimactic. But Greatness is actually trying to run to the 50s here. Another boss fight attempt. Let's see. Is Greatness washed up at ping pong? Looks like it. Gonna go down once again. That's 3 boss fight deaths now across all the players. Fuse Max is finally... Oh, no. Fuse Max went back into practice mode. I was going to say, finally going from 0. Just got 13, but already getting more practice in. Damien runs to the 50s, but goes down just as I mentioned it. So, no new best will come through there. So, our Manface needs to pass 34, and I believe actually did just do so. So, this is going to be a new best. Meanwhile, Tux was actually playing from 0 there. So 55% going to come through, and Maryland's going to take the lead back. We'll see if Sir Manface has anything to say about it.
What about Kaxami as well? I think this is also from 0.
Oh, you're right. Appalachia might be fighting back big here. I think this is from 0. Sir Manface is going to be playing some ping pong here. Didn't even get started.
It's just a 1% game.
Yeah, Maryland's only up 1 here, but look at this run for Kaxami. Again, if this is from 0, then Appalachia will pull ahead by a pretty significant margin here. More importantly, we'll see if Kaxami is any better at ping pong. Okay, that's 1 and dies. Okay, so looks like ping pong is pretty hard. Kaxami, I believe, just got 62.
It doesn't mean that all the players have at least over 50 except for Fuse Max. We get 64 from Tux.
Another ping pong death.
Well, it's gonna be up to Fuse Max. If you could go right back into like that 60s, 70s range, right, it can make a huge difference.
Well, look at Greatness right now. This might make a bigger difference. We could
yeah,
be looking at the end screen here.
Which isn't the ending, but it's still the end screen.
Getting close. Is this a completion? This ending is very strange. However, looks like Greatness is picking up a completion.
Greatness beats the level, and Appalachia has a breakthrough.
Appalachia in a very good spot now. And look at Sir Manface.
Yeah, what about Sir Manface here? Could this be... No, it's going to be 72 for Sir Manface.
However, looking a lot better at ping pong than the first time around. Damien. Another ping pong attempt here. Gonna be getting a new best. Tux is also there. And
Kaxami's there.
Double completion. Nope, Damien's
Kaxami's a new best, though.
Very true. Kaxami and Tux new best here. All right, boss fight over. Tux is going to go down. Kaxami also going to go down. Lots of new bests here, and everyone's doing really well. Like, everyone is performing right now. Very similar to the last level. This is a pretty high-quality match. So we'll have to wait and see for more boss fight attempts. I feel like that's the only time where you can really start to consider, our players going to be getting new bests here. You got to see what's happening. For the time being, no one going to be too far. See if Fuse Max is able to pick up a new best. Maryland is down in percentage. So even if they pick up the completion, they would still lose unless it was Fuse Max who got it. However, it looks like Tux has actually gone back into practice mode. Damien boss fight attempt will go down. Sir Manface another boss fight attempt. Kaxami gonna begin the boss fight attempt too.
Well,
and
we'll
looks
see,
like
but Kaxami's gonna go down.
Kaxami will die.
Fuse Max going though into new best range. This could be huge for in regards to bringing the points difference to a better position. This could be 51 for Fuse Max.
Yeah. Maryland right now very much needs new best to come through for Fuse Max. Tux is in practice mode.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah. So is Sir Manface.
Doesn't have a good indicator. Yeah, that I know.
Just gonna be warming up on that ending once again. See if it pays off here. Maybe Tux feeling confident. Let's see. Gonna go back to... Was that actually... Did Tux have the practice mode button? I'll wait and see. Sir Manface still practicing. Kaxami's on a run to the 50s now. Damien's actually on a ping pong attempt. But will die.
What about Kaxami here?
Oh, very true. Kaxami, another ping pong
Could be
attempt here.
66.
Why is everyone so bad at ping pong? It is not that hard. You ever play ping pong, Patrick?
I actually got second in a like large school tournament that we had. That was in high school.
You must be very disappointed watching this gameplay.
But yeah, I'm considered like pretty good for like local standards.
Damn. No, I'm trash.
Yeah.
I've had a very weird. I'll talk more
No
about
one
my
wants
ping
to,
pong
no one
experience
wants
later.
to, yeah, no one wants to face my serve. It's nasty. It goes like barely over the net, and it's like this like angle like.
No one wants to face my serve. What a cold line. Holy. You Loki said chills down my spine, bro. That was tough.
Oh, Kaxami hit the top, and that caused him to die. That's not very fun.
Oh, goodness. I was going to mention Sir Man Phase, and I somehow forgot he was playing in practice mode. I think Tux is not practice mode now. That's been for a while, so let's give me a run to the 40s now.
And Appalachia's
Yeah,
been
no one
holding
else-
on for the time being.
They have. In the lead, in a pretty good position here. Although, again, a deep run from Fusemax could change things big time. And looks like Tux is going to die.
Completion from Fusemax would give them the lead. The other thing too is we still have those like Sir Man faces because he's been practicing for a lot of the past few minutes.
Right, so we may like a Sir Man Face completion could change things up big time. Although it looks like he's actually been struggling with the ending quite a bit. So we'll see if the practice pays off here. Looks like Kaxami is on a ping pong attempt. So is Damien. But Kaxami is dead. But Damien, much better at ping pong this time around, but dies anyway. So no new best come through from either player there.
Alright, Sir Manface is gonna go from 0 now.
Here we go. Let's see if that practice pays off. For now, for the time being, Appalachia has held onto this lead pretty well. I also think it's interesting how similar this match is to the last one, in that there's one player who picks up a completion way before everyone else, and then the rest of the players are just kind of even with each other.
Yeah.
Although this time it's Appalachia who has the completion. So
Yes,
barely.
yeah, it kind of changes it a little bit. But Tux, is he from 0? I think he is, right? So still
Everyone
going
should
here.
be from 0 at this point.
But if Tux is gonna get to the end screen, which isn't the end of the level. Here you go, end screen. But he could still
Yep,
die.
end screen attempt.
It'll be
Tux did
62
practice
for
this ending, though.
Fusemax. Kaxami's also kind of towards the ending too. Damien gonna have a ping pong attempt, but Tux is gonna beat the level. 3 minutes left on the clock. It is a 10% game now.
Yeah, but
what
look
about
at
Damien here?
He's still alive.
It will not get the new best, so Appalachia's gonna hold on to their lead. But
75
congratulations to
again for Damien.
Tux.
Yeah, Tux shaking things up here. Now it's only a 10% game.
That was scary.
Yeah, and what this also does for Maryland now is that if, like, Damien could also shift the tide of this match. So both Fusemax and Damien could make a big difference here for Maryland, which would be huge for their comeback.
The
However,
thing is,
both
right,
Kaxami and Tremaine are
Kaxami
consistent.
got that run a long time ago at this point, but we'll see if we have a ping pong attempt. Kaxami got past ping pong the first time, hadn't got past it since.
Okay.
And is gonna die to it again.
Didn't even get to the serve.
Serve.
Lost to the pre-game warm-up. Just a couple swings of the racket and Kaxami is down.
What about Damien? Will Damien get past it? No, he does not. He dies to the paddle.
See, maybe that's the strat. Don't even hit the ball. Just hit your opponents. You know what they say. Your opponent can't beat you in ping pong if they're dead. Yeah, not a bad strat. Looks like Fusemax is going to be on a ping pong attempt. Okay, one swing, two swings. Dodges the serve. Gonna get 64. So new best for Fusemax. But if Maryland is to win by percentage, they're going to need more than that. There's an 8% differential now. But Sir Manface and Kexami are both
Likely
getting pretty
Damien
close
getting
with
to that
Bot
end
here.
screen would probably be enough to win, even if they don't beat it. At least assuming no new best. But Kexami is at the part. Is this past ping pong? Well, that was close, but did get past it. And there you go.
But
We
this-
have our first post ping pong attempt in a while. 75, 76%. It'll be a 1% improvement. But again, everything helps with just how small of a lead this has been. It's now an 11% lead.
Not even a minute left in the match now. This is getting close. Let's wait and see what other runs come through. 30 seconds left on the clock now. No one too far at the moment. Might we be seeing any new bests come through? Maryland is so close to making a comeback happen. Appalachia hanging on by a thread. Are we going to be seeing a game 3 here?
All right, so 10 seconds left.
And looking at player consistency, these might all be last attempts. Damien, unless Damien dies immediately to the boss fight. 0 seconds left. This is final attempts.
This is final attempts.
Everyone.
Sir Manface is now done. That's it for Sir Manface. That's it for Kexami. That's it for Damien. So it's all up to Fuse Max. If he could get at least 75, that would take us to OT. But he's not. He's gonna get 65. And Appalachia is gonna hold on. Another one of those stalemates that took us a really long time. But we are going to a game 3.
Yes.
Like close game.
Very close game here. But again, it is Appalachia who's going to extend the series and let us go to a deciding game 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
All right, I'll just head over to the here. How'd you all feel about the match here?
So that Balkan sucked.
I didn't like that level, bro.
Yeah, the ending is so garbage. Oh my god.
It feels so satisfying being first.
That's horrible.
I spent way too much time on that part and I didn't even really get to it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Nah, alright. I got past the boss for me.
Take a break, too. Give me 1 sec.
All right.
Bro, I got so nervous. That was insane.
I was nervous at first, but
I kept choking at the boss fight, bro.
I should have like over practiced even more so I could have like actually like beaten it once I got to there the first time.
If I could have gone past that boss fight, I could have probably beat it.
Understand that level at all.
I was really trying to beat it before the time ran out.
I'm hearing me to not like that level.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
Patrick,
like-
do you want to pick the
here's
third
something-
level?
so
Don't
here's
say
something-
work it for me.
Here's something interesting is that
40%.
going into game 3, I want to share something I found interesting is that Maryland has played in 2 game 3s this tournament. They have won both times. One was an overtime win over New Jersey, and the other was a game 3 win over Connecticut Island. Right now, Massachusetts had 3 game 3s. They went 3-0 in those. You guys are 2-0. So if you win this one, Maryland, you will be the second team to be 3-0 in game 3s.
Oh my god. Whoa.
But yeah, game 3s so far have gone your way. I think this is the first time. This is the first time Appalachia's faced a game 3, I believe.
This is.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. Greatness, how fast did you beat the level?
I had about 8 minutes.
Yeah,
remaining.
it's about 8 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you did it really fast.
Fucked off.
All right, Spaghetti, you got the level. You said you wanted me to roll it.
Yeah, I rolled some garbage. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, was that a bad level to you guys, or no? Like how?
Yes.
I mean, like the
Was it
first
worse?
The second half
It had some good parts. It had some good parts.
The first 60%
Second half,
was
yes.
like
But it had some
easy
really, really bad
medium,
parts.
The last 40% was just garbage.
It was an 8 out of 10.
So, do we trust me to roll a
Yeah.
third
Do you
level?
want
or
to? Do you
no?
want? Who do you
no,
want to? Do you want me to
okay.
roll? All right, I'll
No.
roll it then.
Who's Patrick?
I like Patrick's level.
Patrick.
Okay, I'm retired.
Oh, I know this creator. This is interesting. All right, the deciding game 3 level we'll be playing is Atrium by Maru, the guy that made Castling.
Oh, Castling was my
God.
first extreme demon, actually.
Oh dang.
No
nice.
joke. That's my first extreme demon.
Okay, Maru says it's a medium demon, probably.
Hopefully this doesn't have like a frame perfect in the level somewhere.
Wait, what's the tier actually?
Oh no, there's a
I think it's
duel.
12.
Yeah, that's a duel.
That's a duel.
Yeah, 12.
That's a good
Could be the
enjoyment.
world's
Maybe.
most fun duel ever, though. We don't know.
It's a
Apparently
20-minute match,
masterpiece.
so we'll see. Our final level of the day. This is, winner goes to the quarterfinals to play against Indiana.
Oh boy.
We'll be in the last 8. Pretty big deal, I'd say. But yeah, we'll be beginning our deciding game 3 in 3, 2, 1, go. So many game 3s we've had this knockout stage. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, another game 3 here. Second one of the day.
When we get to the semifinals, we can have game 5s.
Oh yeah. I don't know how many game 5s we're gonna have.
There might be none, possibly. But we'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe like the semifinal on the left side has one.
We'll see how the format and the teams lend themselves to game 5s, but we are off with our final level here. We're going to be Atrium. And what a match we've had so far.
This definitely
Things
looks
have
like
been
the guy
very
that made
close.
Castling, I'll say that.
I have not seen Castling, so I have no
So
comments.
basically, it's an insane demon. That has a frame perfect, a 144 frame perfect at the start.
Why, bro?
So it's extreme for that reason. Well, the ending's also pretty difficult, but like, still. Like,
I don't even think that I have any meaningful progress on
the first
any level
half,
with
the
free
first
perfect.
half of the level, besides that click I'm talking about, is like an actual hard demon. I'm not even joking either. It's like buffer clicks and stuff. Well, yeah. Let's start our match and see if this level is as unbalanced as their other creation is. Nope, Fuse Max, you didn't figure it out yet. You gotta go, yeah, like that. You hold.
Sorry, I'm back. My brother was trying to eat my burger. Did I miss anything?
Just weird stuff happening where Fuse Max is right now.
Oh, let me take a look. What is that? It's like the Future Funk Wave, or Future Funk 2.
There you go, you figured it out.
What? That is gameplay. What does this level do with the wave? It's so weird. Yeah, this level looks funny. I kind of like this. I like this wave. I might have to try this after the match is over. This level looks
Is
kind of fun.
GDWT coming to Africa? Well, I can say that next year we plan to have a Morocco team, and they said they wanted to join. But generally speaking, if you want to make a GD World Tournament national team, well, for one, we've kind of already gotten far enough into the season where there's no new teams that can play. We tried to get like a North Africa United team, but like there was a I don't know. There's if you check like I think you guys have like a server called like GD Morocco if you're in it. I think one of the owners was like talking about having a team, so you could talk to them about it. It's not my decision. People form their own. It's kind of like they can form their own team if there's enough people interested in playing.
Yeah, to my understanding, GD World Tournament does not come to Africa. Africa comes to
GD World Tournament,
and they
yeah.
just kind of haven't yet.
Doesn't mean I don't want them. I absolutely want
if
them.
a country can field a team, as far as I know, they are more than welcome.
Yeah, I guess it does get weird, like a couple like the disputed countries and stuff like that, but normally we would like let it happen. Like they would be able to play under like whatever their disputed thing is, but that's not a problem for you. Well, actually, technically it is, but like nobody really lives in the other part.
How many for a team? 4
minimum? I think we're gonna go up to 6 minimum next year, because availability is gonna matter more.
Right. Yeah, new teams do happen. I believe the Caribbean Is
Yeah, that was a team that was their first time playing.
Yes.
Last year
I'm
we
the captain
had
of that team.
Malaysia be our first Southeast Asian team to be represented. This year we also got Vietnam to join. So yeah, there's plenty of new national teams that pop up.
If you can find the people, make it happen. But yeah, back to I was gonna say back to our level, but again, nothing's really happened.
Yeah, not much has really happened yet. It's kind of seems like a little bit learny, maybe.
No one's from 0 and no one's close. So no, actually, Kaksami is pretty close. I take that back. It's just the blue and black kind of blends together. When is it during the year? I think GD World Tournament started
It's like January. It's like usually runs from like January to like August or.
Oh, I wasn't even close, bro. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
It was a little bit later this year because of the whole like GD Esports thing, where I held off playing for their tournament and then they canceled their tournament and banned me from their server, saying that I tried to destroy them when I actually delayed my event for them. And then what happened was they delayed their event into my event, and so I got kind of not happy with that, and then he like banned me.
So did you tell them you were gonna delay it, and then they delayed?
What's
theirs
the
anyway?
prize pool? Well, for this year it's $600 US for winning the world championship, but obviously the world championship is very hard to win.
Yes, if you want $600, go ahead and make a Moroccan team and win GD World Tournament. Well, next year, which will actually be this format.
Yeah, it'll be level racing.
Well, it might be slightly different, but it will be level racing.
It'll be very similar to your. So this is I'm kind of liking how this has been turned out. So much entertainment.
This has been a pretty fun tournament to watch, I'd say.
Not a lot of blowouts, especially in the knockout stage. Like, there's only really been like 2 blowouts, I would say, like true total and true blowouts. Like Pennsylvania kind of cooked Minnesota, for example, and then the round before there are a couple ones, but still not a lot of blowouts. There's been more game 3s than there have been blowouts.
Are there other competitions in GD? Actually, if you want to watch a GD competition,
yeah, we have one tonight, a
Jump
GD
Dash
Clan tournament.
That will be at 7 p.m. So
but I don't think they're going to run another
one.
one after this. I think they kind of said it was a one-time thing that they wanted to do.
Yeah, but that'll be happening for now. Also, check out the GD Pro League.
Yeah, they exist too. Nice shout out. I actually haven't advertised it yet amongst World Tournament people. There's a reason for that. It's because I kind of still want them to finish this season and their next season while they're still small, because we still need to prepare for huge expansion for them. They're not ready. But they will be ready.
My bad. Forget what I said. GD Pro League doesn't exist.
There are other GD competitions. Just know that.
Yeah, but they do exist. You just gotta look for them. Sometimes they're a little hard to find. Damon Gant 26. Looks like Hexam.
This has been quite a tournament. Yeah, that's true, Fabricorn. I mean, your team in the first Battle of the States was one of the rare teams that actually played a good game. One that was actually close. But besides your match, it was ridiculous. Sadly, if this is the last year of consistency, then his team will probably always have the biggest choke in GD World Tournament history. 800-point lead is crazy. I think the second most is 500, I think. It was in the Euros. Kind of pulling for Maryland here. Sorry, I'm Patrick. I own the GD World Tournament.
This is the world's most famous.
I kind of feel
Geometry Dash
arguably both of these teams are underdogs in their own way.
Yeah,
Like I get
think
Appalachia won the group, but like also look at the states that they represent, like Tennessee, West Virginia, Kentucky. Like
I don't see any team going into this as like heavy favorites, so it's been nice seeing it be competitive.
Well, until New York in the last match, and look how that went.
Right.
They went as heavy favorites, but they didn't win. I don't know, Fabricorn, how much you saw if you were here for that, but one of the big shockers of the tournament was that New York is already out. C9 for Damien.
Ooh. Maryland ahead in percentage here. But yeah, not too much. Still a lot of practice coming through. Actually, it's Tux from 0. Is this just a completion?
No way. I think he just beat it. Yeah, he just beat the level.
It is.
And he got a color. He got a secondary color. I wasn't even paying attention because I just didn't think he was from 0, but the breakthrough for Maryland.
So Maryland off to an insanely strong start here.
It's a fun level, so maybe it's good that I selected them then.
Yeah, see, because I just picked garbage apparently. Maybe that's the strat. We gotta, if one of us picks a bad level, we just alternate. Because I think you picked 2 bad levels, and I think the third one that was good, but I picked 2 pieces of garbage, and then the third one. So, and then you picked one that was good. So like, maybe that's just the strategy we go with.
Oh yeah, Kexami. Do not use the editor, my friend.
No editor allowed. You can only use practice. You can use practice mode, but no start positions. Good catch. That has happened more times than you. I think that's the second.
Won't happen
time.
when Champions releases.
I guess GD Champions
won't let you use the editor, so.
Looks like Sir Manface might be going from 0 now. Fusemax has been very close to going from 0 for a long time,
Tennessee, Kentucky, and West Virginia because they don't have a lot of GD players.
Yeah, so Manface is going to be putting some points on the board now. It's about 6%. Got Sammy still practicing. Fusemax is actually started going from 0 finally. So we got most people scoring now.
West Virginia has, West Virginia has Dag, like the guy that verified Graceful.
Oh, that's cool. I always forget Graceful's like a thing. Because I remember when it finally got rated, I was like, oh my god, Graceful got rated, and then I don't see anyone talking about it.
It's true, like people were asking for years for it to be rated. I think it just got rated at the same time as a lot of like other levels people had been waiting for a long time.
I think it was around the time Rob started picking up with like the old.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
Like now he's like kind of good at rating levels.
He has gotten a lot better with it. That's kind of what I always wanted. Like, I feel like it's better when Rob just kind of... Like, I feel like it's weird how much of the standards are determined by what Rob wants and not what the community wants.
But also, like, I guess, like, mod sense still exists. Like, it's not like they don't exist.
Right.
And normally he just kind of follows what other people tell him to do, usually.
So I feel like if the community likes a level, then it should just get rated.
I'll be honest, I highly doubt there's that many levels where Rob Top gets sent to him, he looks at, and he doesn't rate the level. Like, I feel like that's, like, super rare.
Tidal wave.
Yeah, probably that. If I'm not mistaken, around the time when Thinking Space 2 was first verified, like, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he, like, genuinely didn't know about the level.
For 4 months, but he rated Amethyst. The reason I couldn't buy that is because he rated Amethyst immediately. Actually, hold that thought. Look at Greatness here. Is this going to be a completion for Greatness?
Oh yeah, well, that's under. Okay, you wanted to know the coins, sure, but Greatness at the ending. Sammy's gonna start going from 0, but he's gonna get 95. There's 543 left.
And because of the way this format works, that death could actually be detrimental to Appalachia.
Well, the other thing too, though, is I don't know because Kaxami and Sir Manface haven't really gotten super far into the level, and
I was also going to mention
that. Like even with a greatness completion, it's gonna take more than that for Appalachia to pull this one out.
And take a look at Damien here. Kaxami's gonna get 20, but Damien might be getting a new best.
At this point, like you're just gonna be wanting to rack up new bests.
Yeah, Damien will go down. No new best there. But yeah, they are going to need more points from Kaxami.
It didn't get you. It also didn't get Tux. So, because Tux just like fluked the whole level basically from 10.
Huh. It's been an interesting match. 21st for Manface. I have had some things to talk about, at least with the chat, which has been nice. Because, to be honest, all things considered, not too much has happened in this match.
Honestly, one of the more boring game 3s we've had, at least for now. Maybe
like,
we have
when things do
have
happen,
an exciting
they happen
ending.
in flukes. Yeah. Because I believe Tux fluked it from 10. So until Tux got the completion, there wasn't really much to discuss. And I believe Greatness fluked from 43 to 95. So, not much to discuss there either. Damien got 69, but that was a while ago. So Manface is going to get 21. That is true, yeah. Damien's on another good attempt. So we'll see how this ends before I continue my tangent. See Damien. What can he do here? Closer and closer to 69. Just passed it. This is going to be a new best run here, but 71.
Kaxami's still going, though. Going to get 28.
28. But yeah, just because of the way the match is shaken out, when progress does happen, it's a fluke, and then otherwise not much progress has happened. So there hasn't been too much to discuss. See if things pick up. We are approaching our final 3.5 minutes of our match now. And for the time being, no one is super far. See if Kaxami is dead. You know, 20%. So Manface getting pretty close to the new best here. Gonna get 24. So 3% new best there. Good news for Appalachia is that percentage margin is starting to close. However, they do need to see a completion and then some. So Kaxami and Sir Manface are gonna have to put a lot more percentages on the board here if they want to potentially tie things up at the very least, because the completion from Greatness is just not going to be enough. Looks like Damien's on another. No, Damien is in the 40s, I think. I'm not sure why. My screen share quality is just really low.
49
it's not you,
for
it's me.
Fusemax, so that's a huge
Very
deal.
true. 49 for Fusemax. Damien is on a new best here.
Yeah, how far is Damien gonna get?
Getting closer and closer to the ending. Again, a completion would bring about an early ending to this match. Let's see what Damien's able to do. This is an attempt at the 80s, I believe.
Could this be an early end?
It's gonna be that final duel now. Damien, remember the jumps here.
Do the spam. It's a
CFO,
few more clicks
closer and
left.
closer.
Oh, that was close.
Final
but he
shift,
does
but
beat
will
the
not
level.
die.
And with that is going to be everybody's last attempt.
And not only does
Sammy's
Merlin
gonna
need
go down to 49.
And with that might actually be it.
Manface is going to
Dude,
go
so
down, and
Manface
Greatness
dying.
goes down. That's going to wrap up the match. Fusemax is still going, so maybe he could add up. And there you go. That does it. Maryland, 2 completions. Appalachia doesn't get any. They do get close, but it is going to be Maryland that is going to, a little bit, kind of remarkably, them in Massachusetts have pulled the feat of going 3-0 in game 3s. Well, congratulations to Maryland.
Damien, I love you.
Real, bro. Oh my god, Damien, let's go.
I love you.
I could have gone to the ending. I could have flipped to the ending.
So,
No,
just
bro.
as everybody predicted, we'll be having Maryland versus Indiana for a spot in the semifinals.
Good game, Maryland.
Like the forsaken route at the end.
This is not the last match. There's one more match at 9:30. It's Puerto Rico versus Colorado, New Mexico. And Cal versus Texas is tomorrow.
GG Appalachia. As I say, I don't look, you know.
GG.
GG's.
But before that, we do have, in about 45 minutes, we'll actually have the GD Clan tournament. Not run by me, but still run by friends of mine. It will be the semi-final match between ST and Void. It will be a very intense consistency tournament match on 3 different Extreme Demons: Carnage Mode, Zyre Copy, and called
Retention Rush.
Yeah, that Retention Rush. We do have that going for us, but not on this channel. There is nothing until 9:30 p.m. where we have Puerto Rico versus Colorado, New Mexico. I actually moved the California-Texas match further ahead. One, because it was for a couple like scheduling reasons, but also to give room for that match to be like alone and not have to like compete with it. Anyways, Maryland. Or I'll start with Appalachia. Appalachia, how does it feel? You guys are going out. It's unfortunate, sad to see, you know, but
yeah, I tried my best. So
you did win your group, and did get some wins. Not like you didn't do that. I do find it funny how first place Appalachia didn't win a game. Second place Michigan, besides. Didn't win a game, and third place Indiana won twice in the knockouts. But yeah, that is going to be another group winner going down. That is now 5 out of 6 teams that won their group being immediately bounced in the knockout stage. The only one that won their group and is still alive is Pennsylvania. Besides like the matches that haven't been played yet. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll see you all in about 3 hours. So yeah. Give me 1 sec.
Much.
That last
wait, Maryland.
Oh.
I didn't give you guys a proper interview. I'm sorry. Maryland, how does it feel to have gone 3-0 in game 3s? You know, over the course of your tournament, you've had to be in the clutch multiple times, but you keep delivering. How's that? Like, what are you thinking about that?
Personally, this is the only match I've played out of like the ones that we played for knockout, but Tux and Damien, they're doing really great. So did Pen Liddy, and as Damien said in side chat, I'm gonna have a heart attack from this tournament, so I agree too. All right, how about you, Damien and Tux?
I feel so good!
I don't think it's hard. And
my ears, bro!
My bad. I don't know how I'm doing good, bro. The first time I went into this, bro, I was quivering in my boots, bro. I don't know how. But, you know, past, like, what, 3, 2, I forgot already. I feel great now. I feel ready. I feel good.
Loki, huge shout out to Pen Liddy, our team leader, even though he couldn't make it.
Not only that, but you also get to avoid New York in the next round. I feel like that's a huge deal, right? Like,
oh yeah.
New York got upset, and they were kind of like one of the favorites to win the tournament.
Wait, who was in New York? I don't know.
Power Split and
Mobile and those are their two consistent players.
And then they kind of swap out the third slot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And you got to avoid them because they actually got upset.
They got like that one like Jonathan GD-esque level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I would not want to play that. Thank God.
But yeah, now I'm gonna end this stream. I didn't give a proper information. So good job.
Bye, guys.